Look at the air. Look at the hang time.
People always debate it. Who's the greatest player of all time? Dumb question. It should be, who's the greatest team of all time?
WGAG Radio.
Sorry, Showtime.
WGAG Radio.
Back to back.
WGAG Radio.
First three-peat.
WGAG Radio.
Even with the flu.
WGAG Radio.
No push-off. WGAG Radio. And my favorite. Radio. Tough to beat that. What? You think there's someone else? Prove it.
Look at the air. Look at the hang time.
Tongue and teeth. Tongue and teeth. I understand the language varied by European, that is Caucasian, tongue and teeth. What teeth got to do with this, boo?
How they spoke. How they spoke.
Bullshit. It ain't just a goddamn how they, it ain't, I'm telling you, man, that nigga said teeth. Look at they fucking teeth. Varied by tongue and teeth. Indo-European, meaning Indian language, varied by European, that is Caucasian, tongue and teeth. Stop it. He had a teeth in this motherfucker.
So that's canine teeth and a forked tongue.
Thank you. Tongue and teeth. Back to your Dracula and the rest of that shit. Tongue and teeth. Werewolf. Tongue and teeth. Dog. Tongue and teeth.
Yeah.
That's what I say. But y'all can say language and how the way they spoke and how they tongue touched their teeth. Fine. Fuck it. That's what you like. Fuck it. But I see tongue and teeth.
Hey, don't forget now, they're East Indian tribes, so these are Hindus.
It says were in East Indian tribe.
Yeah, were in East Indian tribe.
N-A-N, and were an East Indian tribe. So, you know, there was a lot of different East Indian tribes. But the Aryan race were an East Indian tribe. Were an East Indian tribe.
And this is why a lot of the crackers over here in America still go by the name Aryan. The Aryan race. And the Germans still use the word Aryan as an Aryan race.
Check it now. After that tongue and teeth situation, the Caucasian race is the personification of death. And this is why individuals of it kill innocent people and give it little thought. Now, the booklet mentioned in the preceding paragraph will give you more details on the identity and purpose of the Caucasian race. Shall we proceed?
Yes.
Thank you. We're going to go into mind and sex. We got 4 minutes. Anybody, y'all want to take a piss break or get a beer or something? Fellas, want to feed the dog or something? You got it over there? Y'all want to take a break?
Everybody's asleep over here.
Say what, Fireliner?
Everybody, including the dog, is asleep.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to get some more?
I have a question.
Newbie.
All right. So all of this is saying, all this Indo-European, all this Indian, all that crap is not for us then. All that yoga, that kundalini, all
Did
that
you just wake up
crap,
to that,
newbie? No, I'm just saying.
I mean, you sound like you just woke up to that.
Everybody's pushing that crap. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they're pushing it because the Caucasian is pushing it because that's their creator, which is the Indians, the Phoenicians, and the Mongolians. That's why they're pushing it. That's why the Negroes are pushing it. Negroes will back anything that the Caucasian is backing. If the Caucasian walks away from God, and for the record, there's an article that came out earlier this week, if I'm not mistaken, that the Caucasian churches, and I think it got something to do with the Catholic Church fireliners. I'm not sure. I only saw a little bit of it, but when I know what I know, I don't read it. But a little bit, when I saw a little bit of it, they said they're finally admitting the let's say the Catholic churches or the head churches are finally admitting that there is no God.
Hell. No,
or
they
some
said
old shit,
hell.
or that the
They were
beginning
talking about
called Genesis. Okay, you know what I'm talking about now, Sud? Explain it a little bit.
Yeah, I read a little bit of it, and they were talking about the hell part.
Yeah, there is no hell. There we go. Absolutely.
I was
keep going.
The
What else?
Catholic
Oh,
Church
shit.
said
I'll be right back.
No God.
After party. Huh?
No, I was
Say
just
what?
gonna say if the Catholic Church said ain't no God, yeah, all hell would break loose in the Catholic community.
When did the Catholic though that said that? Now, Sud? Was it the Catholic?
Yeah,
Because all white people look alike to me.
Yeah, they were talking about it's supposed to be it wasn't no hell, so that's not going to be one of their pushes to try to get people to be good by threatening them with hell.
They converted to some out of your doctrine, isn't it?
Nah, not really. Not
they
really.
ain't gonna push hell. That's just their agenda. That's just them being conforming and calling themselves being conservative and working with people's new age ideals.
What are they going to use to control people now? Because they used to use hell.
They got to get them back into ghost worship.
Yeah, but like Fallon said,
God
even crackers was leaving the church because they knew it was bullshit. They're trying to upgrade that shit. If it don't change, it's gonna die.
See, it seemed like the Indians, their secondary creator is taking control now. The Caucasian race time is up. So back to what Newbie said, why are they all into that Swami shit, Buddha shit, Kundalini shit, and all that other extra shit is because...
No, I was about to say that my reasoning to it is because that's still one of the stages that we can rise through. So by it being a decline at one end and a rising up, it has to go through the different cycles in itself. Meaning with them pushing the Hindu and all that stuff, that was the last before it got to the three. So by us ascending back up in reasoning and in actions and quality, then that's one of those that has to be passed itself.
That wouldn't be us.
I see exactly what you're saying.
It wouldn't be us.
That would be them.
It would be them. No. We have to rise. For my reason, from how I'm getting it, we're on the rise because we're coming back into reasoning.
That's right.
With just right knowledge. So by us coming back into reasoning with right knowledge, we're rising up. But that was one of those. That was the, if I say it, the dominant religion that was going on after we failed or after we stopped reasoning.
Right.
So now by the cycles coming up, 9 mind pulling it up, you still have to pass through 6 to get to 9.
That's right. And to get to past 6, you're right. Is to get to 6, you have to go through the goddamn Buddha and Buka Om and all that shit. For some people, but I ain't got to do none of that shit.
And all that. Yeah.
Yeah, because Ghost is at 3.
Some people didn't drop below 6.
Ghost is 3, which is the worship of the goddamn Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. And the 6th man, which is the original man, is at your, what you just said, the Phoenician, the Indian, and the Mongolians, which is your Buddha, and all that rest of that at the Indians. So and he said the 6 can't go, the 6 beings, the 6 ether beings, which are your Indians, your Mongolians, and your goddamn Phoenicians, can't go no higher than 6. And Caucasian can't even go no higher than 3. And see, it was his time to rule 3 or Caucasian, which is why their time is up. And it came and it came by way, this is some interesting shit. The new teachings came by way of an East Indian or a Mongoloid or a goddamn Phoenician that said there is no person, place, or thing. We're moving to the 4th one called idea. That's what they teach the children now. So it's not person, place, and thing, and that's the end. It's person, place, and thing, and idea. So they're going back into their 6th, which still doesn't apply to us.
No.
No, I agree. It don't apply to us. The way I understood what the brother Nasut was saying was that it's a pendulum or it's a circle, and you're looking at one side. It's an equal and opposite reaction. When the 6 goes down and reverts back to pantheism, which was the first religion that they had under those Hindu, Phoenician, Caucasians, when they go back to pantheism, then let's say the equator line is 6-6. That's where we walk at. That's where the crackers walk at. That's where we can meet them on a horizontal line, and we can physically come into contact with them. Now, as they divert down towards 5 and 4, toward 3, we go up when they go down to 7 and 8. So we go up on one side as they go down on the other, and this is the non-ether revolutionary forces. So we not passing from 3 to up to 6, because if the person is at a 3 now, they have no fucking chance of.
Well, it's over for the Caucasian race. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Their time is up.
30 years. I mean, for real, man. It's over.
Check their textbooks. Their time is up.
Yeah.
Their new textbooks are coming out. Ain't got nothing to do with them.
Now, you know what's interesting, Don?
Yeah, Firelining.
They're giving the mantle to the Hindus, which now explains why all the business is moving to India.
Absolutely. Right. And why the Indians over here run all the businesses too.
That's right.
And why the Caucasian race is complaining like a bunch of niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That explains your numbers. That explains why you can't get anybody to service you on the phone unless you're talking to somebody in India or Singapore or Indonesia. All that shit, they have moved everything east.
That's right.
That explains.
Yep, there's your 6, and he's gonna be swinging from 6 to 6 because he can't go no higher. Let's move into mind and sex.
Okay.
So we can get a better, more details on the identity and purpose of the Caucasian race. Buckle up. 13. Of course, mind is creative matter, and 9 represents mind. Mind is the motivating matter in nature. Mind may be living at one time and dead at another time. Living mind is that which has more positive matter active than negative matter, and dead mind is vice versa. A living being's mind is its personal guide. A living being's mind is its personal control, DeBrock. To say a living being's mind is its personal guide and control is to say that a living being's mind is its personal God. To use a Caucasian power word, just had to use it. Show us a person who has a weak mind, and we will show you a person who has a weak God. The way to strengthen your mind is with 9 knowledge, the correct information. A person can be living physically and dead mentally, as in the case of a Negro. The word Negro means negative growth, which is another way of saying ignoramus. Ignoramus. Non-mind, and you know the word Negro is in this bitch, right? Non-mind grew the universes. The suns are non-mind. Mind is the top half of the circle of space, matter, and time, and sex is the bottom half. 14. The two major powers that exist in the universes and in any living being are mind and sex. The two major powers that exist in the universes and in living beings are mind and sex. That's some deep shit, right? Even in the universes. The two are opposites. Mind is the positive and sex is the negative. Mind is the motivator and sex is the activator. Mind gives one knowledge or mental power, and sex gives one physical power. When the two powers are properly balanced in a living being in accord with its nature and position on the circle, that being will produce what is necessary for its survival and well-being. Mind represents life and sex represents death. Without mind, one would have no consciousness, conscious, my bad. Without mind, one would have no consciousness, no conscious, no sight, no feeling, no taste, no sense of smell, and no sense of hearing, no sense of thought, and no sense of reason. And when one does not possess these qualities and properties, that being is very dead. Shall we continue? That was very
No.
Thank you, Fireline.
Let's stop here.
Okay.
Because now you see why everything is bombarding you with sex all the time. That's the purpose for that. Because they cannot allow people to have to use their brain or their mind. They have to keep you on the lower, on the physical, the lower chakra, the lower part of that circle, in order to keep you dead. Your songs are going to be about sex. Every commercial, you got naked women damn near all laying
even
across
that goddamn moringa commercial. Hey, we got to sell moringa.
Yeah, everything is about sex.
972-639, your mic is wide open. Can we get a mic check?
Hey, this is Trinity.
Hey, Trinity, how you doing? Welcome to the last hour of the show, baby. What you got for us?
Yeah, nothing. I was just listening. I didn't even know I'm glad to be here.
Okay, you want me to leave your mic open?
Yes, you can. Thanks.
Okay, good to hear your voice. How's Cammy doing? Give her my love till I ask about her.
Everybody, I'd let her know, man. She's up there chilling. My grandson and I, we listening to the show, taking notes, reading.
Hey, grandbaby. Okay, grandmama.
Hi.
Hey.
Peace.
Peace. Fireliners. You know the part that got me, boo.
What, Don?
When he says the two major powers that exist in the universes and in any living being, that's mammals too. That's your animal kingdom, not good. are mind and sex. That's even your amphibians. The two are opposite. Mind is positive and sex is negative. Mind is the motivator and sex is the activator. Mind gives one knowledge or mental power and sex gives one physical power. That part right there.
Were you thinking about the other night when you were talking and you said the Anunnaki came here for the gold, but what they wanted was the women?
Yeah.
That's
right.
That came to my mind. They left for the fucking women. We ain't minding shit. We want women now.
Yep. And stayed. And Ink just start wearing the gold and fucking plenty of bitches. They had to send somebody to get Inky ass off the planet. Them motherfuckers didn't want to leave. The pussy was good and the nigga was wearing gold. Had everybody draped in that shit. Oh no, you're right, Fireline, because you're right, damn, I fucked up the story. You're right, because it was the mental plane. They were on the mental plane, and that goddamn, what's that motherfucking name, Babylon? That fucking Hey Lau told them about the bitches on the fucking planet Earth. He didn't mention shit about gold.
Yeah.
He said you have as many women as you want, and they better than the bitches you already got.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You right, Fireline.
Women.
I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. They got some pretty little women, and I'm gonna get me some. Yeah.
They went to the sex force.
Absolutely, because that was Hey Loud trading their mental power in for the physical power. And it said they raped them bitches too. Killed the men and raped the bitches. Okay. 15. Although sex reproduces life, it also represents death. Because the more sex, the more life, and the more life, the more death. In other words, there cannot be an increase in death for any long duration unless there is first an increase in life. Life must precede death, because before there can be death, there must be life. I know. You want to talk about it, Babylon? I can talk.
What an analogy.
Oh, just that last words you said was what made me say, I knew it was coming, but yeah, that's some deep shit right there. That, you know, like, that's some of the questions that people weigh in their mind. Like, when you talk to them, like, if you talk to some people on a deep level, they don't know which one precedes which. They play the duality game. They don't know if life precedes death. But see, in the WAPU, Dr. York is clear that life precedes death, and he tells you why, simply. But that's not a simple question to answer to the average person, though.
Let's do it again. Oh, wait, Nuba, did you want to add to it?
Nah, I'm agreeing with Bab. That one's deep. Very deep.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, that's just the master making some difficult shit seem simple. These motherfuckers write entire books on that subject right there.
Although sex reproduces life, it also represents death. Because the more sex, the more life. And the more life, the more death. In other words, there cannot be an increase in death for any long duration unless there is first an increase in life. Life must precede death, because before there can be death, there must be life. Mind reminds one what to do to prolong life. Mind reminds one what to do to prolong life, and sex shortens life by making one physically weaker, especially the male. Now, that part I disagree with, especially the male. But anyway, in the reproductive act of sex, the parents, in the reproductive act of sex, the parents give parts of their lives to the offspring. Sex causes increases in negative forces when it is exercised in unnatural way or exercised in lust instead of necessity. Hello? Let's dance again.
That part. Read that again, Dawn.
Okay. In the reproductive act of sex, the parents give part of their lives to the offspring. Sex causes increases in negative forces when it is exercised in an unnatural way or exercised in lust instead of necessity. Sex is sacred. Sex is sacred, and it should be treated that way. By sacred, we mean it deserves highest regard and best care possible because it produces our future. If it is degenerate, our offspring will be degenerate. If it is corrupt, our future will be corrupt. If it is depraved, our offspring will be depraved. If we use it unnaturally, our offspring will be unnatural. Y'all can dance with it.
Only thing he missed was the part that if it is unnatural, it will produce nothing.
No, it will produce something. Negative forces.
No. Oh, negative forces. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
because
let's
go back
to
up.
your
We can go back up.
conversation
Yeah, because it produced.
this afternoon.
Yeah.
So that would be negative forces that homosexuality produces.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Because shit.
Whoa.
Because 15 at the top, if I'm not mistaken. Are you there, Fire Liners?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
Trying to find it. Well, it's fucking corrupt. How about that? Okay. Wait, let me find this shit. Wait, let's go back. I think it's at the top of 13.
Wait a minute. Sex causes increases in negative forces when it is exercised in a unnatural way or exercised in lust.
Where you at, Frontline?
Necessity. I'm in the middle of 15.
Yeah, increase in negative forces. There it is. When it is exercised in unnatural way, unnatural way or exercise in lust instead of necessity, it increases the negative forces. And you can see it. You can fucking see it all around us today.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anybody want to add to it before we move forward? Yay or nay? All right, let's go.
No, Don. Let's keep going, Don.
Okay, 16. Sex also causes male and females to fuss, fight, and kill each other. Sex sometimes causes people to do incredible things, like myself. Many people. Just got to put that on record.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Many people know the art of sex, but few, any, know the science of sex. The art of sex is knowing how to obtain the greatest ecstasy or pleasure from sex. But the science of sex is knowing how to obtain the least adverse results of the act. Strong, ain't it? To put it another way, according to the law of the code of the opposites, sooner or later, pleasure must be offset by pain. So the less pleasure one has, the less pain is required to offset it. Therefore, overuse, abuse, and misuse of sex by us who already have other race monkeys on our backs add to the weight of the cross that we already carry. And that additional weight makes it harder for us to liberate ourselves in various ways necessary. Did we get that?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Okay, what's that word for sexual intercourse again? That C word for 17.
Coercion.
Oh my God, Warrior, you so fucking smart. How the hell? Who taught you Cornish? The Big Bang Theory. Get your little smart ass out of here and stop watching TV. What's the word again, Warrior? Okay, but it's the I-O-N. Caution?
Coercion.
Courtish? How you pronounce that word, newbie? You know, it's not the U.S. though. It is courtis, but...
Coercion.
Caution. Sexual intercourse. Caution, Warrior. That's courtis too, but caution is the word. No, we're not going to use courtis. We're going to use... Who you think you talking to like that? Man, Warrior, get your ass out of here. Bye. Get back to work. Get back to work. Caution, sexual intercourse, is normal and natural and is a source of pleasure and the source of reproduction. But a person can make himself or herself a slave to sex by allowing it to become an obsession. Then the mind degenerates to animal level. Now, what we just talking about, that shit in our foot earlier today. Then the mind degenerates to animal level. Then there's 1,000 excuses why these motherfuckers like to compare their sexual preference to an animal, of that of an animal.
Yeah.
The mind degenerates to animal level. That's why we can't trust these fucking homosexuals around our children. Because as a dog would eventually attack a young human being. Any animal will attack a child. And homosexuals are fucking animals. They will attack your child. And you too.
I mean, I think you said it all, Don. Dr. York said it all in that last statement you just made.
Yeah, that's why you got to keep them motherfuckers away from your children.
Yeah.
It's right there, right in your damn face. But a person can make himself or herself a slave to sex by allowing it to become an obsession. Then the mind degenerates to animal level. Notice that Caucasians encourage Negroes, their captives, to overindulge in sex because Caucasians know that unnecessary sex activities are more burdensome to those in captivity than those who are free. Because those in captivity have no scapegoat but themselves to transfer their pains to. In the Caucasian's case, he and she have their captive, the Negro, to put their shortcomings and pains upon. Hence, Caucasians beat and brutalize Negroes in the streets and in jail cells and behind prison walls and whenever and wherever they feel they need a goat to bear their cross of pains and sufferings.
That's deep.
That's that scapegoat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not on the scapegoat part, but this is driven by his sexual and her sexual impotency and they sexual shortcomings as well. They failings in bed or the transference of negative energy that crop up after they have sex and the negative energies that build up, they're able to take out those frustrations on a race called the black race.
Wow.
Shall I continue?
Whereas the black person can only come home and beat up his wife or beat up his kids or shoot another brother on the street.
Because we ain't got no scapegoat other than ourselves to put our pains and shortcomings on.
That's right. That's your black on black crime.
Domestic violence shit.
Yeah, exactly. Babylon. 18. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say we're gonna make sure we're gonna ordain when the new laws of non-ether fully kick in. Every Nubian person gonna have a whipping boy.
I'm game. I'm with it. Let's run it. I'm with that shit. Got to keep one in the house, right? Come home, just drag that motherfucker out the closet and beat his ass.
Yeah.
Even the children come home, even our babies come home, and here you got some frustration you want to get out today? Little Pookie, whoop that motherfucker ass.
All right. Exactly.
Little loose neck. Even little AJ gonna goddamn be. Let me get him.
Yeah.
Let me remind you, Don. You see the new coven?
Yes.
That's what that was represented by that fat white bitch.
Mm-hmm.
She took her frustrations out on black people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she had the need for torturing black people, because she lived a frustrated fucking life. And so in this last episode, she said she thought if she killed that black man that she would feel better. But it didn't work.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Didn't change nothing.
I mean, that's got to be tough, though, to be... Sex already reproduces negative energy. And then to go in it already with sexual frustrations, like the cracker man got a livid-ass dick, the white lady cracker ain't got no rhythm. It's just everything.
Oh, yeah, why you ain't talking about a pussy? Why you talking about the white man's dick? Why you ain't talking about the white bitch pussy? Why you went to rhythm?
Well, I ain't never been with a white woman.
I'm just saying, though. Well, if you been with a white man, talking about his little dick.
About that dog like that right there. Tell me something about it that I can use in my knowledge kick. And then
You leave me alone, nigga. No, the Caucasian, his God is the Hindus and all of them motherfuckers. So he understands how to keep the Negro completely out of his mind by constantly feeding it sex and homosexuality and all this other type of extra shit, strip clubs and everything else that it has to offer. So he knows that I may be losing my power and turning it over back to the sixth ether, which are your Indians, your Mongoloids, and your goddamn Phoenicians, but I will still be able to maintain and have control over the Negroes, because the one thing I can get them on is sex. no matter if they think they got right knowledge, I could still defeat them with the sex force.
And the sex force is in itself is pleasure.
Absolutely, which is also pain. Absolutely, that's when we get into the pendulum now.
Yeah, that's right.
That's that pendulum, because as long as they know that sex is on the bottom half of that circle, they can keep all Negroes enslaved or unintelligent, gullible, and fucking ignorant. And submissive. Because, mind you, the mind degenerates to an animal level. So it keeps them equal. Thus, you got a lot of black people yelling they want to be equal to the Caucasian. You're already equal. You're a fucking animal.
That's right.
And that's all he want to do, so that the animal can have something to feast on. Your children, you, and your wife. He can feast forever without having his power. He can still feast forever. He can still eat. And get his worship back on with the sun god of the East Indians and the Mongoloids.
I'm with it, bro.
Shall we continue?
Let us move on.
18. Another adverse result of sex is too many children. What happens if you cannot afford only 3, but you have 6? The answer is you must become dependent on someone to help you, and this keep you in a form of mental and physical servitude, or your family goes destitute of sufficient food, clothing, shelter, and education with no relief in sight. And this kills the hopes of rising to greater heights in life. Then that family usually pines away in ignorance, idleness, and uselessness to self and own kind. What we Ethiopian scientists are trying to make clear in this topic is this. In the normal course of nature, sexual urges will rise in male and female, and it is natural for us to satisfy these urges, but unnatural for us to create these urges with alcoholic drinks, excessive thoughts on sex, and following other Caucasian means of letting sex rule us instead of our minds of reason. Y'all want to dance on that, or should I keep going?
I mean, it's clear, but it's deep though,
Okay.
because that you know what I'm saying. That we just got to do that as a people if we're gonna have any goddamn thing. In other words, we just gonna suffer unless we gain control of the sex.
Duh.
Yeah.
19. Increase in knowledge for us Ethiopians Increase in knowledge for us Ethiopians makes our mind the ruler over all activities, including sex. And that makes our road to liberation straighter, quicker, and easier. Control over our sex as a race, one of the keys to our liberation, and all the keys necessary to open the doors of our liberation, of course, are found and will be found in booklets, the Nine-Ball, and also the Bible interpretation and explanation written by Anamu Dakata. Now, back. Sex is a great power. Sex is a great power which will work in our favor if we do not abuse and misuse it. Of course, the other great power is our brain. We must train these 2 great powers to work together by nature for our liberation and well-being. Each race has a personal serpent. Deep, ain't it? Each race has a personal serpent, and that personal serpent is our reproductive organs, male and female. In short, mental strength is in brain and physical strength is in sex. We must learn how to coordinate these two great powers by learning and practicing the science called non-knowledge. The two great powers known as mind and sex are magnetic wand and power and success. So the two great powers known as mind and sex are our magnetic wand to power and success. The two great powers known as mind and sex are our magnetic wand to power and success.
Okay, that's part of the formula.
Yep. 20.
Mind and sex.
Since mind is one of the great natural powers and sex is the other, the right use of these powers in their proper conditions would give us captive people a magnetic wand to work with, a wand similar to mankind Caduceus. What is it called? Caduceus, right?
Yeah.
Which is a magic wand. Let me rewind that shit. Let me go back.
Caduceus or Caduceus?
Yeah, Caduceus or Caduceus. Yes. Okay, let's do it again. Since mind is one of the great natural powers and sex is the other, the right use of these powers in their proper conditions would give us captive people a magnetic wand to work with, a wand similar to mankind Caduceus, which is a magic wand of the cross, representing the powers of the dead. Our magnetic wand would be the circle, as such representing the powers of the living. Magnetic power 9 is the power of the living, and magic power 6 is the power of the dead. The key to natural power is coordinating and controlling mind and sex. The key to natural power is coordinating and controlling mind and sex. All power is natural power, for there is no other existence but absolute nature and its products. The way to control mind is with nine knowledge, and the way to control sex is with nine mind. And this is the coordination of the two. Mind is controlled by nine knowledge when the individual understands and practices nine knowledge. And sex is controlled by nine mind when it is not overused, misused, or abused. This accomplishment means individual power for the one who governs him or herself this way, and liberation power for the Ethiopian race. Anybody want to add? Should we move forward?
Definition for caduceus.
Oh, damn. Thank you, Fireline. That's the medical symbol of the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's the snake with the cross and the wings.
The snake going up that
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why they said it. What do you say about the serpent? Each race has a personal serpent, and that personal serpent is our reproductive organs. Now, when you look at the medical symbol of the caduceus, the snakes, if you look at it real good, that's your DNA strand. That is the sex force. That is their magic wand. It's a DNA strand, the caduceus. Say what, newbie? Did you say something, honey? Ain't it called a double helix?
Right,
ain't it called a double helix too?
That's right.
Yeah, but those are two DNA strands meeting, coming together. The two, coming up. Your serpent, your reproductive organs, genetics, DNA, reproduction.
Okay.
21. A word to our Ethiopian females. Let me change it. A word to our bitches, black bitches. Yeah. Listen closely. Being the natural attraction for the male, you are in a position to compel him to be a success. The male's desire to mate with the female who attracts him is a driving power, which the female can direct towards achievement by refusing to let the male copulate until he shows a degree of success, or at least until he demonstrates his determination and ability to succeed in life. But if the female allows the male to make love to her whenever he desires, he usually gets lazy because he may find no particular reason why he should work so hard for success, since his female does not seem to care if he succeeds or not. Too much sex makes people lazy and less able to do their best thinking and reasoning. Ethiopian queens require your Ethiopian male to be a natural provider as well as a natural lover. Taking heed to this paragraph is one thing our Ethiopian females can do for Ethiopian liberation and well-being. This note to Ethiopian males is for you. Make sure your female is African-minded and she keeps her hair natural and woolly and is dedicated to help in our fight for Ethiopian liberation and well-being, mentally and physically. That's how you need to make sure.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
The last part you read, make sure that she keeps her hair natural and woolly.
Why you say uh-oh?
Uh-oh.
She can't put a hat on it?
She can put anything she wants. I'm just saying.
She can put a hat on top.
A hat on. She can put some hair on top of it. She can do anything she wants.
As long as it's naturally and woolly, her hair. As long as it's not.
As long as it's natural and woolly.
And that's so interesting. So what the fuck else would a nigga be bitching? That means the only thing you need to motherfucking make sure is the bitch ain't got a just for me perm in the refrigerator. So we should hear no more shit out of you, Negroes. Long as I have nappy, motherfucker, we could do anything else. We can do what we want to do. That's what he said. Make sure your female is African-minded, whatever the fuck that means, and she keeps her hair natural and woolly and is dedicated to help in our fight for Ethiopian liberation and well-being, mentally and physically. That's easy.
That's what that means, yeah.
We do that anyway. We don't want the African-minded like the African-minded today, but
what's up?
Because them African-minded motherfuckers over there on some goddamn six ether ghost worship and a whole bunch of other shit and homosexuality.
But you gotta visualize how to do it. You probably
Okay. I'm going to stop there because we got like 10 minutes remaining left on the air. And we'll continue non-equality on the Don Nicoleone show on count 3. We'll continue. We'll go to non-equality the Moon Day, on Moon Day. So, did y'all want to go back and talk about it? Babylon, where you at? Because I know you're doing that little IQ book with your son, but Anybody want to add before we close out? You? Hopefully you, Babylon.
Gregory Gunner once again behind the 9 ball. We killed it. I mean, I really like this section that we was getting into though about us when he talked about us and our women and stuff. Mm-hmm. I heard you say that's easy about the hair and shit, but I ain't hear him say, other than that though, that does seem like easy. That was like 1, 2, 3, like 3 things, like
African-minded, her hair stay nappy, and is dedicated to fight for Ethiopian liberation and well-being, mentally and physically. That's so easy. We do that every day.
Now, I tell you that the one that seemed like it can't be overlooked, though, was a 4th one that he said the first time, which was maintain her sex and don't let the man copulate until he shows
that's for her.
Level.
Yeah, that's her information.
Yeah.
And then he touch on y'all niggas and just make sure that the bitch ain't got no perm and she ain't straightening her goddamn hair. She African minded. And she helping fight for the Ethiopian liberation, well-being, and mentally and physically. But for us, Shawty Pimp, that's a book he wrote. He wrote a whole book on you niggas for us females. He went straight to the sex on you niggas, sex and laziness and unable to fucking succeed in life. So he says, don't get that nigga no pussy. He a sorry motherfucker. And if you give him any fucking pussy, he gonna goddamn end up showing less determination and having the ability to succeed in life.
Yeah.
Thus making it harder on you. And then, because we got a sorry nigga that we fucking, we going to end up getting a just for me perm. So we can look good, motherfucker, so we can find a nigga who got some goddamn sense. It's like, this fucking nappy hair ain't working with you, Negro. You ain't even doing shit to help us succeed in life. Just fucking you with a nappy hair.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
There are relics that predate the universe itself. What lies within her appears to be one of them. The 9 realms are not eternal. They had a dawn as they will have a dusk. But before that dawn, the baddest bitch in El Cologne reigned absolute and unchallenged. Dawn, Nicoleone, made a weapon out of that darkness, and it was called the ether. While the other relics often appear as stones, the baddest bitch in El Cologne is fluid and ever-changing. It changes matter into dark matter. It seeks out host bodies, drawing strength from their life force. Dawn, Nicoleone, sought to use the ether's power to return the universe to one darkness. Darkness. Darkness.
You underestimate the power of the dark side. Your powers are weak.
Long before the birth of light, there was darkness. And from that darkness came the baddest bitch in El Cologne. Millennia ago, the most ruthless of their kind, Dawn, Nicoleone, sought to transform our universe back into one of eternal night. Such evil was possible through the power of the ether, an ancient force of infinite destruction.
You underestimate the power of the dark side. Your powers are weak. It is your destiny. You have failed me for the last time and time. Your weakness. You are not C.I.A. yet.
Baddest bitch in El Cologne. Baddest bitch in El Cologne. Baddest bitch in El Cologne. Nicoleone. Baddest bitch in El Cologne. 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 Nicoleone. Baddest bitch in El Cologne. Nicoleone. Baddest bitch in El Cologne. Don Nicoleone.
You cannot escape destiny. Accept your fate. You are beaten.
Yeah, the darkness is once again visible, niggas. You know what time it is. You've tuned in to WGAG Radio at this time for one reason only, to hear the greatest voice transmitting throughout cyberspace. You know who she is, the sublime oracle, the baddest bitch El Cologne. Yeah, it's time for the Don Nicoleone Show.
You underestimate the power of the dark side. The baddest bitch in El Cologne. 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 Don Nicoleone. Don Nicoleone. Don Nicoleone. The baddest bitch in El Cologne. The baddest bitch in El Cologne. The baddest bitch in El Cologne. Your thoughts betrayed you. Your powers are weak. So you've chosen to die here. Expect no mercy. There is no escape. You cannot escape destiny. Accept your fate. You are weak. I will destroy you. Triple darkness is your destiny. Do not fight your fate. You are beaten. You have wasted my time. This is the end. You have yet to master the way of the Force. Don't underestimate the power of the Force. Give yourself to the dark side. It is useless to resist. Do not resist. Unwise. This is the end. If you only knew the power of the dark side. Give yourself to the dark side. If you only knew the power of the dark side. Give yourself to the dark side. Do you now understand the power of the dark side? But it ends here.
Now give it up for the baddest bitch in El Cologne, Dawn Nicoleone.
You know, it's like that, being the baddest bitch in El Cologne. And sometimes, just because you're the baddest bitch in the El Cologne, you might just wanna masturbate to the affirmation. I do a cool tackle that's why I don't be by more El Cologne. I need a fee, I shook show El Cologne. Why cool, I shook is the CD. And new Sarugan show El Cologne. Why El Cologne is the Sarugan show me. Ania Wahid Ma El Cologne. Why El Cologne is the Wahid Ma'ani. Ania Kilu and Jihu Kama Farugan Shell El Cologne. Waku Kama Farugan. Ani Akilu Akwenu Kul Dik Ani Aksidu Fi El Cologne. Kama Kafiza Izulia Amadu Fi El Cologne. Ania Kabaha Wahud El Cologne Izu Ania. El Cologne Yakilu Ani Akilu. El Cologne Yatnalu and Abnalu.
I am in the love of the all, and all love is in me. I am a part of the all, and the all is a part of me. I am one with the all, and the all is one with me. I can succeed as a part of the all and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in the all, as long as my wish is to stay in the all. I'm never alone. The all is, I am. The all can, I can. The all does, I do.
Okay. Ooh. Welcome everybody to the Don Nicoleone Show. God damn, I'm getting old, man. Look here, great day to everybody. Hope you have. That's all, folks. Hold on, give me a second. Let me get this shit together around this bitch. Whoa. God damn, hold on, Shouter, man. Can I start over, please? God damn, I came in all fucking wrong. Please, let me start over. Man, I was just... While the goddamn affirmation playing, I'm watching these goddamn kids beat up a fucking referee at a basketball game. Yo, oh my goodness, man. Hold on, that shit that caught me completely off guard right there. What up, Sugar P? Great day, everybody tuning in to the Don Nicoleone Show, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, right here on WGAG Radio. Woo! Goodness gracious, man. The whole goddamn basketball team beat the hell out. Oh, my God, what happens on this planet? Oh, shit. Great day to everybody on the call lines. Call in number 515-605-9828. That'll get you in 425-569-5274. Goodness gracious. Great day, everybody over there in the after party. That's our 24-hour voice-activated Chizak room on Power Talk, please. God damn. Hey, J1, you want to see these kids beat up a fucking referee real quick? God damn. One time for my man Bingy D in the building. Great day, Bingy. Great day, Brian O'Ryan. What's up with you, boo? One time for Matru, Nefiru, Tamaray, also over there in the after party. Great day, Miss Hudson. Such shout out to my man Newbie Rock Week 9 in the building. Let's shout out also to Sister Zena X in the motherfucker. What up, Sister X? One and only Sugar P. Great day, Sugar P. Special shout out to Sweet Ocean, Jay Jizzle. What up, baby? Oh, goodness gracious, man. Y'all want to see it real quick? First, let me take my ass over here and check on these cellmates over there on Lockdown Radio again. We're streaming into a YouTube channel. It's Lockdown Radio again. Find it. It's all one word. Subscribe. Hit the bell button if you want to. Click all, and you'll be notified when we go live. One time for El God in the building. El God, El Yahuwah. What up, El God? Mazani. Great day, Mazani. Special shout out to Essentials X More in the building. One time for Dominique Tracini. What up, boo? And let me see who else up in here, man. Throw some ones up, man. Taekwondo, where you at, baby? I got to show some love, though, to my niggas that be fucking with us on the El Holy Tablet show, man. Saturday nights at 9 o'clock. Show cut off, of course. I knew that was going to happen because I ain't had no internet connection, so I knew eventually that shit was going to cut off. But we're going to get back into it next Saturday. But special shout out to Zena and Newbie and everybody that be fucking with us on the El Holy Tablet show. One time for Nefertiti Surviving the Game, keeping the Son of Man show on and popping on Sundays at 12 noon. You already know the man of the hour, baby. Ooh. Gee whiz, it's April. Okay, so boys and girls, what do I have for y'all today? Well, first, J1, you want to see the goddamn kids beat up the fucking referee real quick? Huh? You want to see the shit? Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all this shit here. Oh, my God. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on. Woo. Boy, that shit did something to my ass. Hold on. Let me find it. Y'all want to see it? For real. Let me show it to you. Hold on. Let me take some of this. Let me move some of these pages. All right, here we go. Let me give y'all some camera action over there in the after party. All right, and here it is right there. Hold on, let me blow it up. Can y'all see it? Let me blow it up. Look. There you go right there. Y'all won't hear no sound, but check this shit out right here. Boom. Somebody tried to do a three-pointer, bell blow. The game is over. I think the game is over. And you see them approaching the ref. See that shit? Come on. Look at it. Look at the ref. Oh, homeboy ducked. Another nigga got knocked out. See this shit? Wait a minute. It's gonna y'all see it better. Look at this shit. Look at this ref. Just watching it happen. Look at that. Look at that shit. What the fuck? They don't beat the ref up. For what? I have no idea. One more time. Y'all know I like to watch it again and again. Come on. One more time. Action. Look at this shit. That's it. Game over. Check these boys out right here. Check them out. They coming for that motherfucker. They coming for him. Ref running. Ref trying to run. They clocked the ref in his face. He threw his hands up. Tried to swing. Homeboy ducked. They got him. All of them. Now, notice that it only the people that's not playing approach them. Rewind it back. Okay? You'll see the guys coming off. This guy right here in the red hat. And the guy in the red shirt. This guy right here. Then you got the two basketball players in the game. And Boom, dude in the white show up, clock him, throw his hands up, he ducks. That motherfucker got a duck on him. When the refs try to swing and knock him the fuck out. Oh my goodness. Look at this shit here. Look at this shit here. Look at this ref. I always wanted to be a ref. She got a female ref too. Boy, what a day. This is what happens during the El Cologne. All right, don't say I ain't never did shit, but y'all saw that shit. Tell me y'all motherfuckers saw that shit. Goodness gracious. Lord have mercy. Well, y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. You seen it? You saw it? Oh, man. They beating up the refs, these fucking kids, man. I think I've seen a few NBA games where, some of the NBA professional basketball players, wanted to knock the shit out of the ref for some hoe ass shit. But them kids after the damn game was ready. Boy, I was in a few games, high school games, and, my son played. And, before bitch-hating men decided to snatch my son away from me. But anyway, there were times I wanted to, check that fucking ref. I just want to put that on record. For real, man. Make you want to beat a ref ass, man, for that whole ass shit they be doing. But anyway, that's that. So I gave you that, right? All right, because I gave you that because I just saw that shit. I was like, what the fuck? You motherfucker fighting the fucking referee around this bitch. All right, let me give y'all some news and notes real quick because this is very important, okay? Any gay people here? All right, this is for you. Any gay people? The Center for Disease Control, this is dealing with Florida, though, interesting enough. The Center for Disease Control issued a warning about meningococcal, basically meningitis, or meningitis. I don't fucking know. But the Center for Disease Control issued a warning about meningococcal. It's an outbreak affecting gay men and bisexual men living with HIV. I just got to put on record, man, God hates you motherfuckers, man. Okay, so does the planet Earth. Oh my goodness. God and the planet Earth need to be listed in the Southern Poverty Leadership site as part of a hate crime against gays. God damn. Nature and goddamn God can't stand them motherfuckers, boy. Okay, all right, so this in Florida, though, this is wild, okay? So the CDC, let me try to say it again, mening, MENING, meningococcal outbreak affecting gay and bisexual men living with HIV. Now, the meningococcal disease is caused by an infection due to the bacteria. There's a bacteria that's called Neisseria, Neisseria, meningitis. Okay, meningitis. Okay, that's the bacteria. Neisseria meningitis. The bacterium can cause meningitis and a life-threatening blood infection called meningococcal Nope, meningococcemia. Basically, it's septicemia. Okay, septicemia, septicemia. Meningitis and meningococemia are medical emergencies, boys and girls. They're probably going to shut down Florida for this shit. Meningitis. What's funny, Zena? Because I'm struggling around this bitch. Meningitis and meningococemia are medical emergencies. Meningococemia, sepsis, can kill in as little as a few hours. Okay? I'm fucking struggling with this shit here. I'm struggling. I ain't trying to be goddamn retarded around this bitch, but I just want to let y'all know I read better when I light a cigarette. Unless you have smoking in school. Now watch what happens now since I light this fucking cigarette. Let's do it again. Let's take it from the top. CDC warned of meningitis outbreak affecting gay men and bi men in Florida. The Center for Disease Control, CDC, has issued a warning about the meningococcal outbreak affecting gay and bisexual men living with HIV in Florida. Meningococcal disease is caused by an infection due to the bacteria Neisseria meningitidis. The bacterium can cause meningitis and a life-threatening blood infection called meningococemia, septicemia. Meningitis and meningococemia are medical emergencies. Meningococemia, sepsis, can kill in as little as a few hours. Now, see how quick that was? Lit one. What is meningitis? Good question. Meningitis is a potentially deadly and high infectious disease that causes inflammation of the membranes covering the brain and spinal cord. Symptoms of meningitis include fever, headache, and neck stiffness, sensitivity to bright lights, nausea, vomiting, and confusion. Now, what is meningococemia? Septicemia. Meningococemia is a deadly blood infection caused by the Neisseria meningitidis, D-I-S, meningitidis bacteria. It multiplies in the bloodstream and damages the walls of blood vessels, causing multiple organ failure. Patients diagnosed with the meningococemia, septicemia, are treated in the intensive care unit, isolation room, to prevent infecting other patients in ICU. Signs and symptoms of meningococemia, sepsis, include flu-like symptoms, fever, chills, fatigue, weakness, nausea, and or vomiting, diarrhea, and severe aches and pains in the muscle, joints, chest, and abdomen. Cold feet and hands usually appear before a skin rash. Contact your healthcare provider or go to the emergency room if you are experiencing these symptoms. Now, back to this. According to the CDC, gay and bisexual men living with HIV and other men who have sex with men should get the MEN-ACWY vaccine. MEN-ACWY vaccine. They got a vaccine now for you motherfuckers. Men is called MEN-ACWY vaccine ASAP if they live in Florida. Okay? The CDC also recommends the vaccine for gay or bisexual men planning to visit Florida. Goodness gracious. The Florida Department of Health in Leon County is investigating 3 confirmed cases of meningococcal disease in males in Tallahassee Damn, age 18 to 22. The CDC urges male college and university students, immunocompromised individuals, men living with HIV, and other men who have sex with men to get vaccinated against the disease immediately. Only in Florida. Goodness gracious. Come on, Luke, give me the mic there.
Hotep, how are you doing today, Don?
I'm doing a hell of a lot better, baby. I slept all Sunday.
You
Stayed
sound
in the bed.
well rested. You really do.
The only thing I got up to do was piss.
Good. Now he's calling to chime in. It's meningococcal, is how you pronounce it. And I would think that they would tell everybody going to Florida to take it because the bisexual men are sleeping with heterosexual females, correct?
Yeah, I guess so.
So I would think they should recommend it to
everybody.
All of them.
Except for me. Shit.
Oh, of course.
I ain't got to take that shit. If you ain't fucking,
said.
you don't need no jab for a goddamn thing. You don't need no vaccine if you ain't having sex.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah. So what about this? They got a vaccine for gay and bisexual men. MENACWY. Yeah. Did you look that up? Y'all want to look that up? It's important, man. Y'all don't know who the fuck you sleeping with, to be honest with you, man. You can't trust none of these motherfuckers, man. You gotta watch out.
Exactly. We're on the other side of this.
I'm glad you mentioned the whole bisexual man shit as if men gonna tell a bitch he bisexual. Now give me some pussy.
There it is, the downloads.
Yeah.
The downloads.
Yeah, ain't nobody. Yeah. Is this a video we get to see? They could be making up this outbreak though. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, man, I was in Florida. Damn, I live in Florida now, so that makes no sense. I was in Key West, man. I saw so many goddamn homos walking the street, holding hands and shit, man. I was like, man, I gotta get the fuck out of here before I fuck around and get infected.
Isn't that the gay capital of Florida, Key West?
Nah, man. Who? For Key West or capital? Florida,
I thought
Tallahassee
the key
is the capital of
Florida.
Yeah. Tallahassee is the capital of Florida.
Oh no, I said the gay capital of Florida.
You talking about? No, man, Key West too small. Ain't no but a little small little island. These people were visitors. They ain't live there. They were tourists. They probably came from New York. Where the fuck you from?
Okay, Doc. Yeah, that's what the village is for, right?
Man, shit. Motherfucker walking around this bitch hand in hand, man. I was like, man, what the hell is this shit? What the hell? I knew it, man. My spider sense was like, walk across the street, hurry up before you catch something. Across the street. Hurry up, here they come, across the street. You might catch something. So, yeah, this is in healthcare. This is thehill.com. The CDC warns of what you call it again? Meningococcal?
Meningococcal.
Meningococcal disease outbreak in Florida, primarily affecting gay and bi men. This gives us a hell of a lot more. This site, the Center for Disease Control, issued a warning. Mind you, only 3 infected in Tallahassee. So they're saying, this is terrible. We have to issue a warning. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got to issue a warning. 3 of them motherfuckers, goddamn, just probably dropped dead or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, all it takes is one, though, Don.
It does? Well, goddamn, they talking about motherfuckers with HIV and shit. So why that shit, they didn't do a pandemic for HIV. But AIDS and no shit, they ain't shut down a goddamn thing. They was like, look, don't run from these people. Y'all can share straws again. They were doing shit like that. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was like, stay away from them. Don't let them sweat on you. Shit, nigga, I remember the 80s, and I was 6 years the fuck old. I remember the 80s. It was like, don't let them drop sweat on you.
Yeah, there was so much
don't
information.
Don't let them spit on you. Don't share no straw. Don't share drinks with them. All this type of shit. Now they like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. You can actually be in a relationship with them. Right? All that shit changed. Yeah, you can buy them
didn't know whether you were, Don. Remember the downloads with the real download then.
And remember they were saying some shit like don't share forks with them and shit like that? Like, you know, like even if you wash them real good, wash your silverware real good, you might as well just throw them out. They were saying that shit. I remember all that, boo. And I was 6 years the fuck old. Trauma. That was a scary time for a 6-year-old. I remember you remember all that? Zena, yeah, they were like, look, just throw your silverware out. God damn it, because ain't nothing you can do. Once they even eat from your fork, you got to throw that shit out. That shit was wild. Yeah, man.
People
that shit
still eating in restaurants.
Shit, I remember that shit like it was goddamn yesterday, man. All the goddamn don'ts. Then all of a sudden they switched that shit to do's. You can let them sweat on you. They can eat from your fork. You can share a smoothie or a milkshake with a motherfucker with that shit.
You know what it is, Don? It used to be a death sentence, but now it's a life sentence.
Well, not anymore, because it says here, anybody, see, they just lie to people, but the truth always has to reveal itself. Because remember, like, listen, if they lie to the masses, because the masses ain't going to pay attention to nothing on the CDC site. You see what I'm saying? So they lie to the masses. This shit ain't life. This shit will kill you. This shit will take you the fuck out. So all those, the first thing it says is men that are living with HIV, right? Men that are living with HIV, they saying gay and bisexual. So that means that's another type of HIV, right? Because let's say I'm a heterosexual man. I'm a heterosexual man. I got HIV. That shit don't apply to me. That apply to gay and bisexual men with HIV.
I don't know about that.
This is another type of HIV. You haven't been paying attention.
No, I think they're screening those because they're the ones that are predominantly promiscuous.
Listen.
All right, let's go.
There's another type of HIV. Don Nicoleone reported it 5, 6, 7 years ago that they said it's a new strand of HIV, and even that motherfucker is more intelligent than the last one. Sure did. It was during the same time I reported that they said that gonorrhea got stronger and more intelligent. It was something else. I can't remember now. Got stronger and more intelligent. And HIV was also one of them. Go pull it up. It's old article. They just old as fuck. Maybe 6, 7, 8 years old. They even said HIV has gotten stronger and more intelligent. Remember, these are viruses. So that's what I'm saying. So if a heterosexual man is living with HIV, that's different from this new ass HIV that only goes after homosexual goddamn men. This is a virus that goes out. This is a different HIV. They just still saying HIV to make you think it's the old HIV. But we did an article, newbie. We read an article on the show way back in the days from the CDC.
So now I'm saying to myself, Don, what is the difference then? Because I thought a male was a male.
The difference is this is a whole nother type of HIV, boo. It said there was a new HIV, a new virus, the same virus, but it has enhanced itself. Its intelligence got more intelligent.
I understand what you're saying.
Back then.
But what I'm saying is, what's the difference between heterosexual man contracting it and a gay man contracting it?
The difference is, motherfucker, you call HIV anytime soon after the original HIV came out? I gotta ask.
I don't understand what you're saying right now.
Okay, I just gotta ask because I'm going somewhere with this shit.
Okay, I'm with you, but I don't understand what you're asking.
I said, have you caught HIV
The past,
Hell
the old
no.
HIV or the new HIV?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Okay, great. All right, so you ain't got no HIV, period, right? So there are people that is still living with the old HIV, and they taking all these goddamn pills. These are heterosexuals. You understand?
Okay.
They're hetero. All the motherfuckers, with the exception of my brother, they call HIV, they were heterosexual. Okay? They were heterosexual. HIV was really fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Because people didn't even know they had that shit and was giving that shit. Just like a bitch don't even know she got gonorrhea, 3 days later, that nigga burning. So it was a lot of motherfuckers living with that shit and didn't know it. You understand? You feel me?
Okay, I understand what you're saying now.
Okay. All right. So look now for the record, the female body is a host. It houses all these different parasites and bacteria and viruses, right? So let's say that the female A, right, is a heterosexual female. I'm talking about back in the 80s, okay? Sleeping with a goddamn heterosexual man, you feel me? Back in the 80s, okay? That same man was also sleeping with female B that was having sex with what she thought was a heterosexual man. And she contracted that shit and gave it to the man in the middle. And he passed it on to the motherfucking female A. You got me?
I got you so far.
You understand? All right. The female B didn't know it. She didn't know that she was fucking with a nigga that was fucking with a nigga. She thinking she heterosexual.
All right, still with you.
Heterosexual if you fucking with a homosexual. Okay? So heterosexuals was also contracting HIV because they thinking that I'm having sex with the opposite sex. I can't get that shit. This is why they came out with wear a fucking condom, you heterosexual motherfucker, because somebody might have that shit. They didn't tell these niggas that, and these bitches somebody is bisexual. We didn't know shit about bi. All we knew was homosexual and heterosexual. We didn't know that it was niggas fucking niggas fucking a bitch, and the bitch done broke up with that nigga and got another nigga and passing that shit on and on and on. So this was the strand of HIV depending on the immune system. If the immune system can get rid of the virus or if the virus can just stay in that motherfucker and be undisturbed. That's what we know for a fact about viruses. They can stay in the body and won't disturb a goddamn thing. Got it?
They can lay dormant. Yes, I got you. I understand that.
It can just be there and won't disturb some shit until something else comes in and wake it up. You know what I'm saying?
I.e.
Same
stress
way,
or whatever else.
Right. Same way. Yeah, we'll wake that shit up. So anyway, so now, 8 years ago, probably 8 years ago, they came out and said the HIV has gotten highly more intelligent. Let me see. 8 years ago, the first Obama administration, the first 4 years that nigga was president, is when they came out with this particular HIV. Got it? This HIV we dealing with right now today. Remember, all the homos came out the closet. This HIV that the article came out, and it was during the Obama administration, that has gotten more intelligent. This ain't the old one. This the same one, but it has gotten more intelligent, more intellect.
Mutated, okay.
So it knows and it said stronger as well. During that same time, they were goddamn exposing that gonorrhea, syphilis, and a few other goddamn shit has gotten more and more intelligent and stronger. At the same time, during the Obama administration, remember I told y'all Obama means abomination. So it's a whole bunch of shit that's about to be just fucking like amplified in our face, right? About to amplify, about to be fucking harder. Gonna be stronger and harder in our face and shit. So now, this HIV have gotten intelligent. Okay? Now, when they say that the men that are living with HIV, the bisexual men and gay men that are living with HIV, that ain't the same HIV in the 80s. You understand? The majority of them motherfuckers died.
I'm still with you, guys.
Living with This HIV, the one that gotten stronger and the one that got more intelligent. Remember, I said they create some of these viruses. They alter the DNA or the RNA of the virus to have it attract certain group of people, strand. Remember, because the original HIV they said was intelligent enough to, it was going after anybody with melanin, with the exception of Caucasian Asians, pure-blooded Caucasian Asians, pure-blooded. So that motherfucker, they created that virus to
genetically
go after
engineered,
those,
absolutely.
Absolutely, go after a certain race of people. Because if you're not full-blooded, pure-blooded Caucasian, it doesn't attract to you. Okay, that's why you got to know that some of these motherfuckers you call white ain't white. Their eyes are brown, their hair is brown. They are of what is called a moled or mulatto race, they are a mixture of Negro. Got it? So that means, that's why you notice that so many celebrities, such as, I think it was Charlie Sheen at the time, one of them, he had brown eyes, and he ended up with AIDS. He had AIDS or HIV. He's not a pure-blooded Caucasian, right? So here we go now. That's the old AIDS, okay? That's the old HIV. The new HIV, I'm saying, goes after homosexuals and bisexuals. Well, basically homosexuals. You know what I'm saying? This is why they kept dealing. That's why they figured they can come out so quickly with PrEP. Now they got now they got a vaccine for them motherfuckers. The men ACWY, some more shit. You know what I'm saying? Quickly for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
This is different.
That's mind-blowing.
Right, and this is only for gay men. And bisexual men are fucking gay. They got a vaccine for that, but not a vaccine for HIV heterosexuals. This vaccine is only for gay-ass motherfuckers.
They found that gene.
Because, and remember, genes are information, right?
Yes.
Right, and virus have information to attack the information of your way of life or whatever you're doing. It attracts to you. Right?
Agreed so far.
That's why this is when I say a new, I don't mean new today. I mean new when they said 6 years ago, they had a new fucking HIV virus that is stronger and more intelligent than the other one. So this is different from the one that they did in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And then kind of find out that doing my research, like last year or this year, I don't remember the year, doing my research, I come to find out, take it all the way back, black people wasn't getting HIV. Initially, it was Caucasians, homosexual white males in California. That was the first fucking case of HIV. It was not in Africa, y'all. Look it up.
That we know. There was no damn monkey or none of that nonsense. We know that. Absolutely.
Right. I ain't mentioned no monkey, but remember they was trying to say it started from Africa, but that's not true. The first case was in America with Caucasian homosexual men. And if I'm not mistaken, it had to be San Francisco. That was their first case.
My whole argument was that I thought it was predominantly in gay people because they were promiscuous. I didn't know that they had identified the gene and had the virus genetically engineered for that gene.
Right. They took it to Africa and infected niggas with it because they looking for a cure. Only time niggas get infected is because they're looking for a cure. The same way syphilis was predominantly given, only people that was catching syphilis was Caucasians. So what they did was cross the street to niggas, injected them with syphilis to find the cure. They needed to know, to find the cure, they got to fuck with niggas. all types of niggas to find a cure
Always.
for
Don.
their situation, cure for their hepatitis, cure for their AIDS, cure for their fucking syphilis, cure for their herpes, cure for hirsutism, cure for their hemophiliac ass, cure for every goddamn thing. They gotta use niggas in hopes to find the fucking cure for their diseases. Period. So when they infected the niggas in Africa, that is when they wanted to use niggas as a test to see if they can find the cure. To use niggas. Okay? But it is a homosexual disease. It is a homosexual disease. One man nigga in Africa before Obama was a goddamn homo. Right?
There it is.
Right. And mind you, this is before we were born. By the time we get here, syphilis is running rampant in the black community. Right? Remember that? There was no syphilis until they did the Tuskegee experiment and used niggas and injected them with syphilis so they can find a cure, so they can use them as test dummies.
Absolutely, Don.
Right. Then all of a sudden, niggas catching syphilis. We didn't have syphilis. We didn't have AIDS. We didn't have herpes. We didn't have gonorrhea. We didn't have fucking cerebral palsy. We didn't have none of this goddamn crazy ass shit until they started injecting niggas as test dummies, lab rats with that shit. But back on track, this is the HIV that they was talking about that still attracts homosexuality. One thing they cannot get rid of is the main, what you call it, the center intelligence of this HIV virus. You know what I'm saying? The main intelligence is to go after same-sex motherfuckers. So we still have that. You see it, right? Right?
Clear.
Because it's telling you right there, even in the CDC, that motherfuckers living with HIV, right, that are gay. And this now, what you call it, meningococcal? Meningococcal, right? So that means that this meningococcal is attracted to gay men and including those living with HIV. This bacteria.
That's a mouthful.
And bacteria are hellified smart as well. You know what I'm saying? Like Dr. York said, there is extraterrestrial bacteria that comes to visit bacteria here on the planet Earth. They come visit their family members here. There's a motherfucker, ain't it? So they are highly intelligent as well, and they love to reproduce. Bacteria loves to reproduce. They love to fuck just like niggas. They love to breed. And if the environment is right, meaning a high level of iron, they can multiply. They can multiply. And that's something? They multiply faster than goddamn roaches. So, what was that question again? What's the difference?
You answered it.
Somewhere in there, then.
You answered it, Don. You answered it.
Well, so what's the answer then? Shit, because I can know the answer.
That there is genetic viruses out there.
Oh yeah, all viruses are intelligent, and they are programmed to go after certain motherfuckers. And of course, everybody here knows at WGAG Radio that sex, whether it's with a heterosexual or a goddamn dog, will weaken your immune system. Everybody know that. Everybody here should know that, right? Please tell me y'all know that. John goddamn exposed that, brought that shit to light. Sex weakens the immune system. So, and we know who have sex. Who have sex the most? Men. What type of men? All men, except for newbie.
Thank you for
Now,
putting that
if
out there,
all
Doc.
men, if all men and the type of men that have sex the most, then we now categorize the men that have sex the most. Heterosexual men, bisexual men, and gay fucking men, which are all men, have sex the most. What and who they have sex with does not fucking matter. We just know they fucking do. So if they can get you, females, no matter what, to have sex with them, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be housing all this type of shit. And it weakens your immune system as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
However,
immunocompromised.
Right. So remember that time, Zena, 8 years ago when Obama got down, 12, 15, now 16, when Obama became president, all of a sudden all the gays was just implanted themselves in Georgia, in Atlanta, to be more specific. CDC dropped it and said that heterosexual women in Atlanta, Georgia alone has a high rate of fucking HIV and AIDS. And then CDC said 1 out of 1 man in Atlanta by itself is gay and also have HIV. 1 out of 1. A long time ago, they were like, 5 out of every 10. 4 out of every 10 men. That shit dropped to 1 out of 1. And mind you, there's no such thing as bisexuality unless it's a woman. A man is fucking gay, period. Okay? Ain't no bisexual fucking nothing. If a man is fucking another man, nigga, you're gay. Okay? Period. You ain't bisexual, nigga. You gay. Now, if your gay ass put your gay ass dick in a woman, you still a gay motherfucker. Okay? Period. Right? So these women, and they were black, and they still are black in Atlanta, Georgia, right, was catching HIV and AIDS from gay men that they got y'all believe is bisexual. No fucking way I'm going to believe that. No such thing as bisexual unless you're a woman. No such thing. Ain't that right? Ain't no such thing unless you in a polygamous relationship and you fucking your sister wife and you fucking your sister wife husband. You bisexual. Okay. Anyway. All right. So where do we go here? Newbie, the meningococcal. What you call it?
Meningococcal, yes.
Meningococcal disease, right? Florida. They said that in the God damn, this is a lot because I'm on their site now. Shit. So now they got a vaccine. The CDC urged gay men and bisexual men, which we know ain't no such thing as bisexual, because they passing it on to women. That's nasty and fucking filthy. That's why all women should keep their legs closed, because you don't know what the fuck is out there. CDC urged gay and bisexual men and other men. What that mean? Oh, my bad. And other men who have sex with men. What the hell is that? That's all gay men, though, ain't it? Gay, bisexual, and other men who have sex with men to get the MENACWY vaccine if they live in Florida.
Menacey?
Menacey, let's say, MENACWY.
All right. Yeah, Menacey. Wow.
So it looked like this is about to be an outbreak.
Yeah. Or if there's already an outbreak and now they're just laying claim to it.
Yeah. And remember they told everybody first PrEP, 3-4 months ago, and prior to 3-4 months ago, PrEP was for gay men, right? Then 3 months ago, they're saying heterosexuals should also take PrEP. And even though basically they say anybody that's sexually active should take PrEP. Now, what is PrEP for again? What is PrEP for, boys and girls? Come on. What is PrEP for?
What's that, for HIV now?
PrEP is for, so you won't contract HIV. Right? So supposedly to prevent HIV or AIDS, right? Right?
That's what I remember.
And we know for a fact that when they dropped PrEP publicly, even though the public was probably looking somewhere the fuck else, looking in another direction, but when they came out with PrEP and gave the new update that even heterosexual couples or anybody that's sexually active that basically have sex, period, should take PrEP, right? Right? Now, mind you, this is after damn near 70% of the American population ended up getting inoculated with Pfizer. Well, AIDS is one of the adverse effects in Pfizer. Never mind. That went over your head.
It's called The Thing Speaks for Itself. You said it. AIDS is one of the adverse effects in Pfizer. Okay? That's then, boom, they dropped the PrEP. Because we know for a fact there are husbands and wives that got the Pfizer. So now they got to get on PrEP if they plan on having sex with one another. Got it? That's wild, right? So that's when they updated it. That's when they said even heterosexual couples and anyone that's sexually active should take PrEP. That's wild, right? Blanket statement, Don. It's a blanket statement.
Right after that, we have an outbreak. This was this year, wasn't it? Yeah, we're in the fourth month. Yeah, I think this happened in January, if I'm not mistaken, when they updated the site, when they updated the information for PrEP. Remember, because I said, everybody who fucking, y'all better get on PrEP. I even called my daughters. I said, if you fucking bitch, you better swallow some PrEP. You better enroll in some PrEP right the fuck now. You don't know. And then you in Atlanta too, man. The fuck, is you kidding me? Better stay away from these niggas. Keep your legs closed. Can't trust none of these motherfuckers, man. Women are so stupid. They are so stupid. I'm telling you, females are the dumbest motherfucking creatures on the planet, man. They are dumb. Dumb. Okay. So now we got meningitis and what you call it again? Meningococemia?
Meningococcal, yes.
Okay, not meningitis, but the meningococcal disease. This shit's wild, man. This is some scary ass shit. So glad I'm not a man.
Me too, Doc.
The agency added in the advisory that the multiple meningococcal disease cases in college students have been reported. Because remember, they mentioned the age 18 to 22. You know what I'm saying? During them ages anyway, they fuck like a jackrabbit, don't they?
Yep, experimental.
Hey, baby, what's up? I'm on the show, child.
Alright, but well, I just said, you know, I was going downstairs to my leasing office, right? Like, renew my lease, right? Child, it was that nigga Carl in there, and he was with my bitch Brandy. Brandy didn't want to move me in, right? Remember? So they told Mom. I said, how do you want to see if I get a quote on like when I want to renew and stuff? They said, when your lease up? I said, I think it's June. They boom, pull up my shit. They said, oh, actually, you got a 16-month lease. He said, you good till September. He said, in July, we'll send you a renewal thing. And I said, dang, I forgot I got a 16-month lease. Because I forgot. I was like, God, my mama was like, word, you go about fast, you 16 months. When you told me this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I'm thinking next month I'm going to have to renew type shit. They said, nah, I'm good till September, but July I can renew. And I asked them, Mom, that's how I know this was all the most high. It was all camp stuff, Mom, because they looking at my numbers and looking at my shit. They said, both of Lisa age, they laughed and they said, and I said, well, can I get like a quote, get a number in my head if I know what I'm working with? And boy, she did the math. Boy, she said, okay, market price right now is $2,300. She said, but
say it again. My phone went out. So she said 2,300 and what?
She said 2,300 is your marketplace. Like how much they want to say my shit is like full, right? And I was like, okay, 2,300, whatever. And she said, but actually we don't do by the marketplace. Market spot. She said, boom, got her calculator out, did the math. She said, actually you only have to pay $1,850. I'm paying $1,750 right now. That's only extra $100. That ain't shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And they laughed and they said, wow, you moved in at the best. They said, you moved at the best time. They said, you have like one of the best fucking rates, basically. And I was like, that's how I know it was all my granddaddy. I know with all my granddaddies just wanted me to make sure I was good.
Oh.
He really did. Because all my neighbors just complain. They just complain about the rent. They complain about everything. Most of them not even renewing. But I just know that touch is wrong. I just know touch did it for me.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I'm so happy. But yeah, Mom, that's all I have to say. I didn't mean to start crying.
It's okay, babe.
Oh, yeah, just really out here moving shit around.
Mm-hmm.
That made no sense. I got the best deal at the Aria.
Yeah.
Not only did I get 3 months free rent, I was paying $1,400 for 9 months before they even noticed I was only supposed to pay it for 6 months. Oh, God is good. All praise to the Most High. Ain't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so thankful, Mom.
Mm-hmm. You should be.
God, don't play it out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we.
You should
so
be,
happy.
baby.
I'm very happy, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
And then that nigga Carl, because as soon as I walked in with Brandy, my food, she was like, "Ooh, I like your glasses." I said, "Thank you." And then Carl, that same motherfucker, I'm glad he finally saw my face too. He said, he was like, "Oh, and I love your shirt. I got my shirt with my monkey on it." He said, "Oh," she said, "I love your glasses." He said, "Oh, and I love your shirt." Bitch, nigga, you don't love shit around here, ho. But yeah, he finally saw my face. The next time he see me, he's gonna be on the motherfucking billboard for most wanted for being a bad bitch. All right, Mama, I'm gonna let much enjoy your show.
I'm proud of you, Warrior. Thank you, baby, for sharing.
Thank you. And guess what? I got an appointment at 4 o'clock to go to Wells Fargo to open up my business account, put your money in there.
Okay, that's great.
And my Social Security card came in finally.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, Mama, love you.
All right, baby.
Oh, guess what? Guess what your mama did?
What, huh?
Guess what your mama did?
What?
So, I told Brent I was going to buy me a Tesla, right? Because they only ask for $250, $20, $50, and they start making your car. They start building your model, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I told Brenda, and then you got to pay nothing until, you get the car. But the car don't come until like June to July to August, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I told Brenda this. Brenda was like, oh, hell no, she said. Girl, don't get no Tesla. Them cars starting on fire. They getting on fire and shit. She told me all this shit. I said, Brenda, so I can't get a Tesla because the news told you they catching fire. I said, all cars catch fire, BB. And I said, at least I ain't gonna worry about no oil change, no engine, no gas, because my building offer free charges and stuff.
Warrior, my mom is right. Not only that, it'll stop on the highway. It's one that happened. You can't trust those cars. No, it just shut down. And the guy in the Tesla, he died. 5 cars ran right into it. On the highway, you're doing 70 on the highway. It immediately came to a stop. And 5 cars crammed right into the motherfucker. And he the only one that died in the mug.
Damn.
Yeah, it's so many. I keep an eye on what the hell. I can keep an eye on transportation. I was shocked that my mom even knew a little bit of what be going on with the Tesla. You do not want a Tesla.
Right, and so boom. Brenda last night we was talking. Brenda said, you know what I'm about to do? I said, what you gonna do, Brenda? She said, I'm gonna find you a car. She said, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I'm gonna find you a car. And I said, I was laughing. I'm like, okay, BB, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody woman called me early this morning. She said, Apple, I found you a car. She said, you want me to leave it? I said, what you find? She said, I found you a 2019 convertible white C.I.A.
I knew it was going to be a C.I.A.
I said, what, Brady found your car? She said, yeah. She said, they only want you to put $2,000 down. She said, and get this. Guess how much your note going to be put $2,000 down? I said, how much? She said, the note going to be $401. And then she was like, and she said, when she called me back, she said, oh, I forgot to tell you this. No, she told me this and forgot to tell me. She said, oh, and then Apple, if you don't like the car, you can return it in 7 days. And then I was like, all right, boo, I'm gonna look at the car. Boom, I looked at the car. I like it and everything. It got like the same amount that's on Apple right now, and but it got a black top and stuff. It real nice black seats. Got real nice black seats, real clean. And so then Brenda gonna call me back like 2-3 hours later, and she gonna say, oh, I got to say this. She said, you know, a Tesla don't come with a spare tire. She said, you know, it don't come with no spare tires. I said, Brenda, with a car that drives itself, why would I do this? But I was just playing with her. But yeah, she told me to call when the folks call her back, she gonna give them my number and stuff, and yeah, so yeah, I told her I let her know when I'm ready to do it. So I was like, I gotta renew this damn lease, Brenda. So I said, I gotta talk to you later. Like I said, let me see how much they add me. I gotta give to renew my lease type shit.
Mhm.
And so boom, just got that great news. Like they only gonna go up an extra $100 on my shit. It ain't nothing. That's not nothing.
Mhm.
And so yeah, hopefully I told Brenda I'll probably get it by like if it's right for me, if the Most High want me to have it, then like I'll do it this weekend.
All right. Only if the Most High wants you to have it. That's all that matters.
Right.
That's right,
Only
baby.
if the Most High want me to have it, but I'm not gonna be picky with this, like, cause I got everything I already wanted. I got my condo. I got everything I wanted. So it's like at first I was looking at Range Rovers and shit, but it's like let me let me have room to grow. You know, like I know I'm gonna get there, but let me have room to grow. You know, let me get a little plucker and then work my ass off.
You'll never get a plucker.
That's true.
Most I would never put you in no plucker, baby. So.
I know. I just use regular terms.
But your patience is key, and it's good. Give you time to grow. Absolutely.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's really what I'm about to just work on and shit, cause yeah, man, this goddamn what about to say? The goddamn shit been crazy. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something else too.
Okay.
I'm getting my powers back.
You getting your powers back? That's good.
Yeah, I ain't been having sexual intercourse.
That's great. And don't get all your powers back, and you get some more powers.
Huh?
Get all your powers back, and you get more powers.
I know. That's what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Cause I'm not telling you, I just been seeing shit, and everything I've been seeing it coming to life. This shit is crazy. I just been saying shit, and it's been happening.
Mhm. All right.
So,
All right. Well, shit, girl, auntie. Stay focused, baby.
I am. All right, Mom. That's all the good news to share today.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Thank you for sharing.
Okay, doll, baby.
Love you.
I love you too. All right, everybody, y'all ready? All right, let's get back to it, man. Great day, Taekwondo. How you doing, babe? That's a baby girl right there. That's a baby girl. That's the most neglected one. See, it's important that you neglect your children. They end up at the end, they just need to have a conversation with you. That's about it. They never ask you for shit. But this the bitch that stole my PlayStation. Come on, 307-815-851. Give me my check.
Hey, baby, how you doing? Fuck yeah, I took that PlayStation down to the swap meet.
What you want? Yeah, what you want? What you want?
Yeah. I done took that PlayStation down to the swap meet. This is Ashanti.
What up, Ashanti?
I'm gonna throw some hands.
Okay, throw some hands. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's throw some hands, baby. Come on, let's meet up. You and me, 1-on-1.
Did you, Shanti, did you take your MENACWY vaccine yet?
No, ma'am.
Make sure you do that, baby.
No, ma'am, I won't. Have a good day, baby. Bye-bye. Stay blessed.
Oh, okay, that'll do it right there. That'll do it. Well, if I won that one, through that MENACWY on that damn homo, that did it. That motherfucker they want to throw some hand, go toe with my ass. Take the AC, take the MENACWY.
He wasn't ready,
baby.
Don. He wasn't ready.
Okay, baby, be blessed.
You came out throwing bolos, Don. He wasn't ready.
Yeah, take that shit first, bro. Then try to throw some hands at a bitch. Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
That's hilarious.
What the hell?
You couldn't even get in the ring, Don. Oh, my goodness.
They didn't get in the ring, goddamn.
You didn't even get in the ring, you knocked him out.
Threw the chair at his ass. From the ring and shit. We don't get your goddamn gay ass up out of here, motherfucker. You better get that MENACWY vaccine first, bro. You goddamn come at me.
You thought y'all were boxing. You jumped right off the top turnbuckle.
out the ring. Jumped off the ring. Out the ring. Man. Landed on that motherfucker. Boom.
That was hilarious.
Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness.
Not today. You well rested, too?
I am. I am.
Get it.
Anybody can get it today, goddammit.
Whoever wanted it could get it.
Nigga, I slept for damn near 48 hours, 38 hours. The hell are you talking about? Anybody get it today? You ain't lying, newbie. All right, that's it. I'm not even gonna harp on this meningococcal shit anymore. I do think it's a conspiracy, though. You got me?
Yeah, the way that they're
kind of like
advertising.
Huh?
The way that they're advertising it, definitely.
Yeah, because kind of like, damn, I had it in my head. It's kind of like, damn, I can't even, I know why.
See it,
I know why. Okay, that's why I said it's kind of a conspiracy in a good way. It's because you got Florida governor, right? Ain't fucking, don't say gay bill. That's the words come out of the homosexual's mouth, but it's actually called protect parents' rights bill. That's what it's actually called. So when you hear the word don't say gay bill, that's because the LGBT and all them sick fucks is trying to get people to think or believe that that is the law. You know what I'm saying? Don't say gay. You understand? But the law that's in place is to protect parents' rights of being parents to their children, to protect their children. So, and of course, you see all this shit going on with Florida, in Florida, with governor politically wise, is that that nigga that identifies as a female took this Floridian woman's gold medal from her, the swimming guy, remember? Right?
Yeah.
Then
absolutely.
all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, of course, after that, LGBT protesting, Disney Disney World did a walkout against the Protect the Children bill. Mad about that. And then here we are now with this outbreak of gay men. You see this shit?
Florida's under scrutiny.
You see it? In Tallahassee. Tallahassee is the capital, right? So your governor sits in Tallahassee writing all this shit up. And then you have, 5 cases and 3 to 5 cases in Tallahassee regarding a spread of, what you call it again? Meningococcal. And that's for anything dealing with homosexuality, right? This bacteria that can lead to death instantly. All of this, all roads lead to homosexuality in Florida. You see this? I just gave it to you.
But how can Disneyland be against the children? That makes absolutely no sense. That's the whole premise behind the whole thing. That is the whole premise behind it.
No, you're missing it. Disney is Disney, whether it's a land or a goddamn world or not, right? Right. And so you already know that the whole Disney board got together and did a whole goddamn Zoom brainstorm meeting on how to put gay characters, homosexual characters, bi characters, all types of shit into the film. Remember that? About 2 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, right? So you know that they are for homosexuality and pedophilia, right? They are for pedophilia. Disney is for pedophilia. Homosexuality, they for that, all of them. You know what I'm saying? They are for that, and they are for fucking up the kids' minds. That's why Disney is for that. You get me? That's why Disney did the walkout against the Florida bill, Protect Our Children bill. See that?
Absolutely, Don. And I'm saying, how can they be for it if they're truly for it?
Man, what the hell you don't get? Why you keep it? That's like saying, how can the devil be for devilishment?
Gotcha.
Disney is the fucking devil. You know what I'm saying? That's how. You get it? Yeah. This is how. Yeah. Disney's sick, man. They always been sick. We just didn't know it. Our parents didn't know it. And these dumbass parents have been mind fucked to accept it, with the exception of us as parents. You know what I'm saying? To accept that shit. So it seems like they're taking a stand Remember, they have the world believing it's the Don't Say Gay bill, but that's not the fucking bill. The name of the bill is Protect Parental Rights. That is the name of the fucking bill. So they got the world thinking that all the gays and people who like gays are supporting gays by doing a protest of a Don't Say Gay bill, but it ain't no such thing as a Don't Say Gay bill. It's to protect parents' rights to protect their children bill from gay motherfuckers. You get it? So they're lying to the public, thinking that the governor, Ron DeSantis, is a goddamn anti-gay goddamn governor that's writing anti-gay laws, and that's not true. He's only writing laws to protect parents so they can protect their children from LGBT trying to indoctrinate their children in the school system. You know how they do it. They make the world believe that you're against something when you actually for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's why I said, man, this is like a connect the dots type of situation. So all the gays hate Ron DeSantis, and those that like gays hate Ron DeSantis because of this bill, and Disney hates the governor because of the bill to protect children, right? Because of the bill to protect children from them motherfuckers. Then all of a sudden, boom, you have an outbreak, you feel me, that's causing gay men to fucking die. You have a meningococcal goddamn shit. You know what I'm saying? Another bacteria that is highly intelligent that's going after sexually active males. And they just so happen to be gay.
Nature has a way.
Right here in Florida. Nowhere else now. Nowhere else. So I'm saying kind of look, maybe
ironic, right?
Maybe a conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody cooked up a whole nother type of bacteria to, to go after them motherfuckers. So that way they'll be so busy trying to fight the meningia and no longer fighting the goddamn law that protects children in Florida. They'll be fighting for their life instead of fighting to mind fuck your kids. Interesting how this shit just come out. That's what I'm saying. Like how all of a sudden, gays are mad now in Florida. They're pissed off, and probably somewhere else in other states about this. But and now they got something else to be mad about, a fucking bacteria that's attracted to their goddamn gay ass. Like a misdirection. That's what I'm saying. Created something like a misdirection. Can you see it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, created something that's a misdirection that shows that, if there's a bacteria, first of all, people were saying God said you can't be gay. God or the Bible, don't co-sign on that shit. It said you should be put to death. Homos and regular people was like, well, fuck what God say. Well, now, what about science? HIV, they said, is a homosexual disease, right? And viruses live on the earth and God don't. In the sky, some goddamn well floating the fuck around. So what does nature says? You see this? Ain't that something? Nature actually says you shouldn't be doing that shit. Least ye shall be put to death. Ain't that something? Nature is killing your ass the fuck out. Just something to consider. Just something to wrap your head around. You know what I'm saying? Not God, but nature is doing this shit. So now there's a bacteria that's attracted to their ass as well. Ain't that something? So we as the world accepted you, but the world or the womb that we're in still does not accept you. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? We
Seen a
all
lot.
in this womb, as we are led to believe, we are inside of something. And all of us inside this bitch all over the world except you and disregarded this fictitious character law called God that homosexuals should be put to death. If a man sleep with a man, he should be put to death and all this other type of shit. But we accepted you over what is written in what the Leviticus priest wrote. But yet nature have not accepted you and will not. And that's something. That's why I said they need to put nature. They need to put nature, the planet Earth, on the Southern Poverty Leadership website and say, this bitch is anti-gay. Mother Nature is anti-gay. This bitch got more and more goddamn. First it was HIV, then it was AIDS, now it's goddamn meninja coming after your fucking ass. That is a lot.
Meningococcal, yes.
Meningococcal. God damn it. The fuck is this? What the fuck it is? So that's all nature. That's all Mother Nature. That's all planet Tiamat. That's all Ord. That's Eridu. That's Zechariah. And they're right. That's Zechariah.
Terra.
That's terror at your ass. Yo, how the fuck can you be happy when you got the bitch you living inside can't stand you? Ain't that something? Ain't no happiness there. I'm going to make sure I share that shit with my daughter, dumbass. They didn't want to be happy. If you got a problem with it, that's your problem. Well, bitch, actually, the bitch they living inside got a problem with them motherfuckers and create more and more bacteria that attracts their lifestyle to destroy them. And that's something. Nature chooses. As a matter of fact, I was reading something a long time ago, and it may pop up in the Holy Tablets or in another book, but it said nature decides. Like nothing can get like inside this planet unless she has a say on it. She has to, what do you call it? She has to co-sign on it or some shit like that. Mother Nature. She has to co-sign on it. Some shit like that. Did anybody remember reading something like that? Yeah, nothing can get into this motherfucker without her co-signing on it, without her stamp of approval. And we know for a fact that nature has a way of getting rid of certain species on this planet. When it's time for them to go, it's time for them to go. That type of shit. And what it say in the tablets? Viruses is her defense against man. It's basically her military, some shit like that. Yeah. Viruses are her defense against man. And man is also an animal. Don't ever forget that. That deals with animals too. That's her defense. Yep. So, human and animal, which are the same. Yep. So, great day, DeBrock. How you doing, baby? DeBrock said, if you mix that vax with COVID, I will bet the death toll will rise. Too much chemical and degenerate your DNA. The ozone is composed of bacteria. All right. And our body is a living bacteria. Our body is nothing but bacteria. That's why we have good bacteria and bad bacteria. And the good bacteria seeks out the bad bacteria and fights. There's a war going on all day, every day inside of the body. Yep. Even on the surface of our body, bacteria is constantly fighting, which is why the most dangerous, unintelligent thing that they told humans to do was to use hand sanitizer. because you're killing also the good bacteria that's there to protect you from the bad bacteria.
You sure are, Don.
But humans are the most dumbest motherfuckers. And in the words of one of the great presidents of this day and time, Obama, said, look here, these ignorant motherfuckers cannot think for themselves, so we are here to think for them. And because these humans can't think for themselves, they done fucking overdosed on goddamn hand sanitizer all day, every day, which made them vulnerable to any disease, bacteria, goddamn viruses, all types of shit. Because they keep letting this motherfucker think for them, with the exception of us. And we the bad guy. Right, newbie? We the bad guy because we ain't finna let you think for us. You got us fucked up.
I got my black hat on, Doc.
Hell yeah. We the bad guy. And what was another thing? Another thing they said was all the ones that think for themselves said, well, if you catch any virus, you become immune to it. They said, stop listening to them dumb motherfuckers. That's not true. Right? So if you catch a flu, you end up immune to it, just like chicken pox. I remember, people would want their children around everybody who end up catching chicken pox. They would put your children around that didn't catch it so they can finally catch it and won't catch it again. Okay? Got it? Y'all remember that? Come on now, motherfuckers. You can't, even though we were kids, but we listen to grown folks. The problem with white people, they cover their children's ears, so white kids don't know shit because white people don't want their kids to hear shit. Well, niggas during that time, it was no such thing. It was only shut the fuck up when grown folks talking. Just shut up and just listen to our conversation. In the nigger race, this is how we knew about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then other children who let their parents, who parents let them be in the damn room while they talking grown folks shit, come tell us in the school what mama them said, you know what I'm saying, about the chickenpox outbreak, and my mama took me around such and such because, so I can catch it. Well, anyway, speeding it on up, they said, don't listen to them dumbass motherfuckers. You won't be immune to it. That's not true. As a matter of fact, I got Fauci back in the 80s. You want to hear it? I got to find it. I got Fauci back in the 80s telling motherfuckers, or maybe not the 80s, but maybe the 80s. I can't tell you the year. But I got Fauci saying this shit to the people living in the 80s. Let me go to Instagram. Living in the 80s saying it is common sense. If someone has the flu and you end up catching it, you will no longer get the flu. Right? I don't know if he was talking about the flu or not. But it just, look, back then, boy, they done changed the whole truth and nothing but the truth. They done changed everything because they know these people lack knowledge. And if you lack knowledge of a certain subject or anything, they can have power over you. They have control over you. Huh?
So help you God.
So help you God. They can make you do anything around this bitch. Let me see if I can find it. Now I gotta remember who sent it to me. Dun 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 dun. Maybe Divine sent the shit to me. Hold on, find out. Let me see if I can find. Nah, he ain't sent that shit. Let's see. Fuck. Keep fucking up. Let me see. Maybe my son sent it to me. See, is Fauci anywhere around this bitch in his page? Nah, that nigga ain't got no sense. He ain't send that shit to me about Fauci.
So the CDC is coming out with all this information because now is the time to let everybody know.
Which part? Let them know what? These folks don't know this shit.
After the jab, Don.
These folks ain't paying attention to that shit. They still
out.
posted Will Smith in Iran and shit, whatever, Ukraine. They ain't paying attention. You know they got these folks distracted. Tell me you know they got these people distracted, baby.
Absolutely, Don.
No, they got these motherfuckers distracted.
That's why I don't watch the boob tube.
They got them all distracted. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. This is it right here. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me, there we go. Bam. All right. Y'all should have some video footage. Here we go. This is the young Fauci. Right
Flu
here,
for
baby.
14 days. She's as protected as anybody can be because the best vaccination is to get infected yourself.
And
So
she should not get it.
if she really has the flu, she definitely doesn't need a flu vaccine. If she really has the flu,
she should not get it again.
No, she doesn't need it because it's the most potent vaccination is getting infected yourself.
But she's had the flu for 14 days. Should she get a flu shot?
Well, no. If she got the flu for 14 days, she's as protected as anybody can be because the best vaccination is to get infected yourself.
And
so
she should not get it.
If she really has the flu, she definitely doesn't need a flu vaccine. If she really has the flu,
she should not get it again.
No, she doesn't need it because it's the most potent vaccination is getting infected yourself.
Right out of the devil's mouth.
But who actually studies the devil?
Nobody.
But us. We got a whole bunch of pages on the devil, goddamn. Everything about this little motherfucker. Even how he got on the ark during the flood.
Oh yeah.
We wanted to know everything about this little motherfucker here and his kind and his seed, because the devil got seed. Goddamn, the devil got children walking around this bitch mass producing just like the rest of y'all motherfuckers, man. Okay, so yeah, there you go, right there, right there. So okay, so that's that. All right, so y'all just hey, y'all got to make sure y'all got your little shit together, man. Take care of yourselves, man, because nobody else will. Don't ever forget that shit. All right, so hold on, I got something else for y'all. Y'all want to laugh for a minute? Y'all want to laugh?
Doc. Oh yeah.
You want to laugh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, here's something for you. Let me find it. Here's something for you. Hold on, let me find this shit. Hold up, let me goddamn keep scrolling down on my Facebook page. Give y'all a little something. Damn, I just saw this shit. Special Forces arrest deep state Dr. Anthony Fauci. This came out April 10th, 2022. I just seen this shit. Thank you, L. And as a matter of fact, L dropped Clinton's private server for me to open it up and look into it. Remind me about that, okay? Y'all hear me? Remind me to go into Clinton's private server.
I've been dreaming of becoming the top female swimmer for 1 year.
All right, here we go.
Proudest moment.
And you remember some of that shit from the private server? Oh, they gonna ban me if I open up that. So what I'm gonna have to do is shut YouTube off. Y'all don't have to. When I do Clinton's private server, that's only gonna be on BTR, Blog Talk Radio, okay, and then the after party and on the call line. It will not. When I open up Clinton's private server, y'all. Okay, y'all hear me? I won't do it today. I'm just giving everybody a heads up. So pay attention to WGAG Radio Facebook page because I'm going to title the show Clinton's Private Server, and it won't be on YouTube. Okay? So that means you got to call in or go to the after party or go to blogtalkradio.com in our chat room over there to, you feel me, to look at it. Zena said when she tried to look at it, it was mostly redacted. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We okay. Everything is redacted. As a matter of fact, I got word that the Oscars, Quincy, you're going to like this shit, what I'm about to tell you. I got word that the fucking Oscars was recorded and played for this year.
You mean pre-recorded, Don?
Yep. Is that Oscars is 2020. They filmed it in 2020. Now, can't y'all see it starting to make sense? That the nigga might just, and what we looking at now with everybody done disassociated him and all of that is because the nigga is dead. That's why you won't ever see this nigga on film again. You won't see this nigga no fucking where. So they held on for 2 goddamn years, and now all of a sudden he's no longer in. They stopped filming and all that. He won't be in this movie, that movie, and then come to find out they were saying they were working on a I Am Legend 2 and shit, right? And now they gonna get Michael B. Jordan. So all this shit, no Bad Boys 4. No I Am Legend 2, no none of this guy, no everything else. And I said, yo, so we throw in this shit here that they filmed at Oscars in 2020, released it to the dumb masses in 2022, and it looked like every last one of these companies was already ready to disassociate themselves. In real life, they will hesitate. Yes or no? If some shit like that happened, they would
say it
hesitate
isn't
first.
so, Don.
They
say
would
it isn't
hesitate
so.
in real life. No, they've been canceled that nigga because he is dead.
Wow.
He was executed.
It makes sense, Don.
Absolutely.
It stands to reason.
Yeah,
it
because
stands
ain't no
to
way.
reason.
I mean, come on, really? Yeah, and they keep saying disgrace. Disgrace over slap? No. They distance themselves undercoverly because he was on that indictment, and yes, it's a possibility that motherfucker was in Gitmo, and yes, it's a possibility that motherfucker been executed. Because the way they acting, you see what I'm saying? The way Netflix acting, the way the makers and producers of Bad Boys acting. You hear me? You see all that shit, the way all their asses acting, that they done actually X that nigga out, you will never see him again. Then they lie. The first lie said he was hiding in Dubai. The second lie is he checked himself in a mental institution. You will never see this boy again. That's over because he is dead. He is. Been dead. Yeah. They been got him. And they disassociating themselves with this nigga because he was, and he still was, and is listed on that indictment. So yeah, they got him, y'all. It's sad. It's sad though. You know what I'm saying? It is really sad. But remember I told y'all, I gave y'all the scenario. We live in a white neighborhood or some shit, news media shows up. White guy did some foul ass shit, and we say he was such a great guy. It's kind of hard to believe that he could be part of something sick like this. Remember, I pretended with y'all motherfuckers last strong. Remember, I pretended with you motherfuckers about that shit. Remember, I was like, just imagine, and we're shocked about so and so. When we hear about was so and so, but we're the neighbors of so and so, and we're shocked that we can't believe it. And yeah, they're keeping it quiet, but it's not as quiet because some of us been known about that fucking list. Some of us been known that there was a whole bunch of motherfuckers on that indictment, and some of us been known that his name was also listed on that motherfucker. Yes or no?
Sure did.
Right. Right. But it is kind of sad, though. So they got everybody thinking it's over a fucking slap. It's the reason why all these films, you won't ever see this nigga again.
Is it really sad now?
Well, I'm saying it's sad because it's goddamn Will Smith, man. It's goddamn Will Smith.
Yeah, but Don, I mean, listen, karma had to come back around, didn't it?
Fuck all that. No, not the karma part. Will Smith was doing some real foul ass shit. A slap
That's
ain't
what I'm
foul.
saying, karma.
So you know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Right.
so it's not what, stop saying karma. It's the fact that
Right, so
this
what do you wanna call
motherfucker
it?
was doing that foul ass shit. It ain't whether or not, you know what I'm saying, nigga, listen, even if I stole $5 from you and I lost 20, yeah, that's karma, but it's what I did. That's why I said it's sad. It ain't the fact that, listen, there is no karma. The nigga is dead. So what you're still mixing karma with is all these motherfuckers so-called dropping this son of a bitch that don't even exist no more. He doesn't
No, I'm
exist
calling
no more.
karma what
Yeah.
happened to him. That's what I'm calling karma.
Right, but it's not about, well, you're saying what happened to him. The nigga is dead. You're not saying what happened to those children is his karma.
Yeah, exactly.
And so he's beheaded. But
Right, that's
saying,
what I'm saying.
listen, it's not the karma. It's sad because this son of a bitch was part of a fucking child trafficking sick ass shit. That's why it's sad. Because that's Will fucking Smith. I like this nigga. That's what's so sad about the shit. That's where I'm like, damn, I feel like the neighbor that just in disbelief because he's a great person. But behind closed doors, there's a dark side of these motherfuckers. Which they not sharing to the public, though. They got the public believing this is all over a goddamn slap.
Oh, come on.
Absolutely, Tony. That's the point. The least suspect.
Yeah, but Don, he's an actor.
The unusual suspect, motherfucker.
Don,
It was
he's an
interesting.
actor.
Wait, newbie, stop. Don't interrupt me. If I cry,
I'm
you
sorry.
wouldn't. If I cry, you wouldn't, right? Because it hurts you for you to hear a woman cry, right?
100%.
So if I cry, would you?
You know my
so let
weakness.
me
See how you gonna bring out my kryptonite. You gonna bring out my kryptonite?
So you can leave me alone and let me get my
All
shit
right,
out,
Don.
please.
All right, Don. Don, all right, Don. All right.
No, you know once you reveal your weakness. Okay, okay, listen. Let's get in a time machine, boys and girls. Newbie. This is the first you heard about that list, right?
I'm
In
shotgun,
this city.
yes.
Right.
I'm shotgun
okay.
right now, no problem.
So this is we was doing that list and everything about it and people involved, which is why YouTube snatched Don Nicoleone TV down and then snatched El Cologne Radio down and snatched everything, and I can't even really get on YouTube unless I use somebody else's email address. Okay, so all my emails are canceled from YouTube as well. You got it? So,
Gotcha.
So anyway, so we get in this time machine, y'all. For those that keep finding Don Nicoleone after being banned from YouTube and everybody else who stayed with a bitch from after party and BTR, we go back in this time machine, right? Go back in this time machine, the fall of the cabal. Remember? The fall of the cabal. Not only the fall of the cabal, but also the sequel to the fall of the cabal. Okay? So this was, motherfucker, 2020, right? This is during the same time Epstein ends up in court, ends up in jail. Y'all remember, everybody remember that on the Don Nicoleone show, right? All this is happening simultaneously. There is still a misdirection happening, which I can't remember because all of us wasn't tuned in to the misdirection that the media was casting. I think it was more like the misdirection was on Trump during that time. So it had the whole world, looking at Trump. And not only that, you had the misdirection with the pandemic that dropped in 2019, right, by John Hopkins, right, Event 201. Boom, now we in 2020. Boom, 2020 of February, everybody is only paying attention to the COVID rates and deaths and what to do and what should do. While we're still paying attention to the fact that you got all these motherfuckers on this indictment list. You got all these motherfuckers on house arrest, celebrities and all of that. At the same time, you got all these people busted for child sex trafficking. with Trump and everybody, right? You feel me? When everybody else is listening to their government telling them what to do and how to do it regarding the pandemic situation. So everybody was watching that. That's right. That was the fake left go right. During that same time, we were actually watching what was really happening. Y'all in the time machine yet? 2 years ago? Y'all in that time machine yet? Right? We was watching, connecting the dots of what was really going on, and that was that list. That was the indictment. That was also showing how we found out about the why Clinton so-called office went on fire, her server, so-called, remember that? And we ended up getting into Clinton's server and found letters regarding, I'm going to call it CT from this point on. You know what I'm saying? And what her, Obama, Nancy, and all the rest of them were doing, you know what CT is, right? If I was a little girl and you put me in the car and take me some damn well, cross state lines or whatever, okay? So CT, got it? Right? And in some of those letters we was able to read and see, y'all already know what was on them servers enough, at least to know what was on Clinton's servers is what we're talking about now. And including the goddamn Lolita Express. You know the Lolita Express, right, newbie? Great day, Tony. You know the Lolita Express, right, newbie? Yay, nay. All right, we got 5-10 minutes. We about to go into overtime, too. You want to hear the next hour of the show? Hurry up, call in, Skype in, hear the next hour. Just putting it out there now.
Yeah, I'm staying online, Don. I'm staying online.
Okay, but you know the Lolita Express, right?
Say again?
The Lolita Express.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so we're paying attention to what is really happening, right? Because now we done time travel 2 fucking years ago. Prior to those 2 years ago, it was giving us information about what they were all into prior to 2 years ago, right? For a very long time watching all these motherfuckers. Now that list, why I'm in the time machine is because Will is on that fucking list. Got it? Will is on the list. And everybody think the shit is over because Epstein killed himself, which he didn't, which it was a stage ass, whatever the fuck that shit called. They, faked his suicide. Okay. The next thing was homegirl next to him. Right? And now that's over. And we still got nothing from the mass media because it's hushed up. You know what I'm saying? Everything about what she exposed is quiet, but to the masses. Okay. Got it? And another reason why is because everybody's still looking at the pandemic. Everybody's keeping an eye on that shit. Okay? So why it hurts is because even though his name was on there, you know what I'm saying, it didn't register in my being until now. You understand what I'm trying to say, newbie? It didn't register in my being until now. Now meaning right the fuck now. Now.
You saying you were in denial, Don?
Not that in denial. It's a long ass fucking list, man. Who the fuck gonna remember that nigga name? Remember, because somebody told me last week. Last strong. Will name it is on the list, Don. And I said, somebody pull up the list. Bingy drops the list. God damn it, it's on there. I wasn't paying attention to the black motherfuckers because if you go back on BTR, because YouTube snatched all my shit down, you will see that I was only looking up names I did not know. Who these Caucasians is and what they do for a living and who the fuck they are. That's what I was doing. So Will Smith, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Chris Tucker, and Ludacris. Remember, I even asked again, who the fuck is Christopher Bridges? But a nigga was in here last week and said, that's Luda, Don, because I really wasn't paying attention to them niggas. You understand? I'm trying to figure out who the fuck these cracker names I can't fucking pronounce. Which is when I found out about the Prime Minister of fucking Canada and his goddamn name. I even had to ask that. So no, just because your name is on the list doesn't mean your name is on the fucking list. You get it? You understand? To me, if you can delve beneath your mind into my feeble mind, I was not paying attention to the Negroes. I'm only paying attention to these crackers that I have no idea that exist. And what they do for a so-called living. Some of them prime ministers, some of them got fucking cable companies and shit. Some of them into goddamn vaccine companies. A whole bunch of them motherfuckers. So it wasn't just the celebrities, it was the no-name people that actually pulled the strings that I had no idea existed. So I'm saying today that I was sharing, newbie, that shit kind of hurt. You feel me? Like today it hurts. 2 years ago, I was just like, damn, these folk name on the goddamn list, and that's just only the Lolita list. But speaking of somebody last strong, y'all call it weak. But speaking of someone last strong, they said that they saw their name on the indictment, and that's when it started hitting. See, where they fucked up at, they meaning all these so-called companies and media that's trying to grab everybody to have a say something regarding that. They just digging real deep, making it look like a slap over a female when the nigga been dead. You know what I'm saying? So that's where they fucked up at. They should have just left it like it is. But when they started bringing Netflix and Bad Boys 4 and Legend 2 into this shit, I Am Legend 2, that's when I realized, that's when it hit me. I said, this motherfucker is dead for real. They killed that nigga. That nigga is dead. When they start basically saying you will never see this motherfucker as long as y'all live, when they start to say that shit, because trust me, this nigga ain't my neighbor. So I would never see this nigga. When they saying you will never see this nigga do another fucking film on this goddamn planet, that should let you know this nigga is dead. That should let you know that shit. That should let you know that nigga is dead. Period. You don't check yourself in a mental ward for slapping a motherfucker softly. And then stand to get your award and posing with it. So this is, and then like I said, word behind the scene, told my motherfucking ass, what's the day? Sunday, we'll come after Sunday, come before Sunday. The Saturday, Friday, I think Thursday or Friday night or Saturday AM or something, I don't know, but they said that fucking shit been filmed into 2020. They filmed that fucking Oscar 2020. And if you do the math on when they filmed the Oscar 2020, you'll see. That shit is old. They bring it up to date and make it look like that shit happened, 3-4 weeks ago. Too fast for them to already cut a nigga off. Like I said, nobody cuts you off that fucking quick, player. Nobody cuts nobody off that fucking quick. Even in Weinstein, even with Bill Cosby, going to court and all that type of shit for over them old ass hoes, they still kept, what's that shit called? Cosby Show. Eventually later, damn near a year or two goddamn later is when they decided to get rid of Cosby Show. You just don't get rid of a motherfucker that quick. Now, mind you, this is over so-called drugging women, and this is over slapping one nigga in the goddamn face and sitting the fuck down after that. This nigga been dead. That nigga been dead. It don't make goddamn sense. That nigga been dead. They goddamn executed that motherfucker. Now back to my shit. That what the fuck, like, it's fucked up because goddamn, you know, like, you talking about some fucking altered goddamn ego ass motherfuckers.
90 seconds.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking, I mean, shit. The fuck it is. They got that nigga. This nigga got me fucked up. Like, goddamn, and I really like the motherfucker. I've even watched him off screen. Like, this motherfucker's incredible. All this shit is old. Can you believe this shit? This shit is old. What the fuck we about to watch when this show goes off? It's old. No
60 seconds.
It's old. It ain't new. That's why them images of fucking Ukraine look old than a motherfucker.
Yep.
It's old. is old as fuck. It's really old. There's some old ass shit going on around this bitch. And you know that CGI is a motherfucker. You gotta throw that shit in there too. Cause now Tony, we knew that the slap and all that shit was fake, it was staged and everything. But he knew he was going down.
10
And
seconds.
you know what they had a motherfucker believe 2 years ago in 2020 or in 2019 coming into 2020? That it was a so-called boycott of the Oscars from Jada and the Black Vivian. You remember that? All of that shit was staged and fake as fuck. You understand? Do y'all remember that fake-ass boycott of the Oscars?
Yep.
Come on, man. They waited to release that shit in 2022.
Come on, Daddy. Don't do me like that.
Come on, Daddy. Don't do me like that. Them niggas started hitting that indictment in 2018, going in 2019. That's why it was important to pull off that pandemic and hide people in their houses and hide people in masks, because damn near 90% of your goddamn politicians, prime ministers, kings and queens, and celebrities was on house arrest. So thus, you on house arrest. You can't come out either. That's when they started doing shows from home and shit, because they couldn't go to the studio because they on house arrest.
Ooh-wee, Zoom meetings.
Doing Zooms and shit. Oh, well. This is wild. And to answer Tony's question, I found something. Tony, your question last time you was here, even though it really wasn't a question, but it was a question. You was like, what the fuck goddamn dimension we're in? And we ended up in a whole nother type of parallel fucking world, right? Let me find this shit real quick. And I knew CERN was involved in this shit, and this kind of confirmed it for me. Go to my page on Facebook. This confirmed it for me. Yeah, there it is. CERN shifted us into a parallel dimension. That's why none of this shit makes sense. It is the most fucked it up ass goddamn parallel dimension I've ever been in. None of this shit makes sense. Even to have homos pissed off that they can't mind fuck your fucking kids in your face mad about that shit. I said, something is fucking wrong with this shit. There is no way, like, it's a weird shit. It's weird. This shit is fucking weird.
It's sick, Don. It's sick. That's what it is. It's like an episode of Fringe.
Exactly. It's fucking weird. It's like, there's no way this is supposed to be happening like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some other shit. But yeah, man, they talking about the smartest kid on the planet demonstrated that CERN shifted us into a parallel dimension. And I agree, because I used to study the hell out of CERN. I used to be on their site, check out their gatherings they would have, because some people can't make it physically. So I would tune in to their meetings via satellite. It's about 7-8 years ago. Started paying attention to CERN, studying them, and being amongst their ass via their satellite shit, because they got dates and all this type of shit where they meet up at some fucking center and they sit in a huge auditorium and start discussing some shit. But it's for physicists, which I am a part of, which is why I don't go to concerts. As a matter of fact, this is on YouTube. I didn't even know there was a video on this little nigga. Here we go. Let me grab it for y'all to take a look at. Go to YouTube real quick. Oh shit. Give me a second. We're in overtime officially now. Go back to my page. Let me let y'all see this shit. Hold on. I'm gonna give it to you 12 seconds. I got to find the little boy first. Hold on. Here it is. Bam. Y'all got video? Can y'all see it? Yeah, it's there. All right. Here's his video right here. Let's see. Commercial first. Goddamn. Dumbass shit. Selling iPhones. Retarded ass shit. Slowing down. Time. Here we go.
The
Y'all got
universe is
sound?
enormous. Scientists have even stated the human.
Hold on. Let me take it back.
The universe is enormous. Scientists have even stated the human brain cannot fully understand the scale of it and perhaps never will. The universe extends over many tens of billions of light years, and many find it hard to wrap their heads around.
Oh, notice he on YouTube for those that need it, it's under Unexplained Mysteries. Smartest kid in the world explains the Mandela effect. That's what it's under on YouTube. If
Max
anybody wanna check it
Lawlin
out
isn't your
again.
average kid. He's believed to be one of the smartest, understand the scale of it and perhaps never will. The universe extends over many tens of billions of light years, and many find it hard to wrap their heads around this. Max Lawlin isn't your average kid. He's believed to be one of the smartest. At the age of 13, he was behind the invention of a free energy device. He is now famous for his in-depth speeches. Some have hailed his ideas as brilliant while others aren't sure. Some of the topics he covers includes alternate realities and the nature of the universe. He's recently come forward with a theory about CERN. For those of you who don't know, the Large Hadron Collider is the world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator. It first started up on the 10th of September 2008 and remains the latest addition to CERN's accelerator complex. The Large Hadron Collider consists of a 27-kilometer ring of superconducting magnets, with a number of accelerating structures to boost the energy of the particles along the way. CERN, the European Physics Research Centre, recently upgraded the Large Hadron Collider. Max's new theory suggests that CERN could have destroyed the universe, and we actually live in a parallel universe that was closest to it. His proof of this is he thinks the Mandela effect is a result of this, and he has gone on to explain his theory in a video that's thought-provoking. Humans have always been fascinated by what's outside of our planet. Astronomers have used telescopes to look deeper into the sky and pick up light that comes from galaxies that are distant. Max explains that an infinite parallel universe is constantly being created, and there is a universe in which God exists and God is everything. He then goes on to say that if there is an infinite number of parallel universes, there may be a universe in which God doesn't exist, or one in which God is even more powerful. The different universes within the multiverse are sometimes called parallel universes. The structure of the multiverse, the nature of each universe within it, and the relationship between the various universes depend on the specific multiverse hypothesis considered. Of course, as incredible as this sounds, it's just a theory. Some have put forward the idea that if one of CERN's experiments went wrong, this idea is entirely possible. So what do you guys make of it? Do you believe in parallel universes and the Mandela effect?
Man,
Let me know your thoughts.
you know the Mandela effect is real because the government is trying to say that we have it and the masses don't have it. Let me see if he got the boy link. This nigga ain't got this boy goddamn YouTube shit. Anyway, it ain't tell us nothing. It ain't tell us nothing we already know. And nothing that I've already said. The multi. So when I was studying under or studying inside of CERN, right? Because when they tell you don't go through that door, don't go through that door, I go through that door. So when I went into CERN site and all that type of shit, special shout out to Tube, whatever the fuck he's at, because man, this nigga stayed inside of CERN, not YouTube, not none of that shit. Went straight to them motherfuckers, looked up the dates, went to their scheduling and all that shit when they have this huge ass meeting, and we attended and all types of shit. So anyway, but that is your fringe. So when you watch Fringe, that is all about CERN. Right, newbie? That's what CERN is.
All day.
Right. Yeah. It was straight up CERN, just in entertainment form or informing form. It can either entertain you or inform you, one or the fucking other. And most people are not entertained by shit like that, so they don't tune in to shit like that. So, I agree, newbie. But I mean, I know it. It's some other flip-flop shit that took place. You know what I'm saying? And it's too close. It's like overlapping. It overlaps. You know what I'm saying? Okay, imagine us, everybody that's here, right? We're still in a world that we know all about. Something happened where now our world is crossing with this opposite world that's similar to our world. It's like a line. We're in this line, and we're taking the line. The line is going forward, yet there's a line going across from us, like an intersection. That line, the line that we're on, right, and the line that we're about to cross, we crossed that line. For some reason, that all the time, the times, the events, and all of that had happened, and I said this before before X-Files put it on this motherfucker. I said this shit in 2016 or 17. That this is how we know certain things is off, or they change certain things because of our timeline has crossed with some fictitious, retarded ass world. And for some reason even though you think of a line, the shit is wild. Even though we're in this line, I wish I could show it to you on video. Okay. Just take a line, just take the I, and it's gonna make it seem like it's gonna be a lowercase t. But when you think of line, you think of a very thin line, right? Very thin. No, this line is super thick, wide,
like a
long.
wall, right?
Yeah, like a wall. However, let's say that this line that we're on is 25,000 in diameter or in width. 25,000 in width. The line that these people are on is also damn near similar to damn near 25,000 in width. Okay, might as well make it miles. Okay, that's how thick it is. Okay, wide. Okay. So when we cross these motherfuckers, we're still passing through, but it's taking a long time because of how wide it is and how wide the parallel world is. So we're still in this bullshit. Yet we're still in the line that we're on, moving across this bullshit, or it's crossing us, one or the other. We're still crossing, but it's taking so long. This is why this shit feels like it's off whack. However, we're still in our natural dimensions. And if you look at the word dimensions, you'll find what? Look up the word dimension. It's shape. It deals with width, height, length, and I'm missing something else, right? Width, height, dimensions. And I must say her body dimensions. You know what I'm saying? So what is dimensions? Dimensions deals with the width, the length, the height,
and the width.
Right? And the width. So it's three, right? Length, height, what? Length, height,
width, and height.
Yeah, length, width, and height. Right. That's dimension, right? So because of the length, the width, and the height. And I'm saying it is the length is, let's say, I'm hypothetically here, is given 25,000 miles in length, 25,000 miles in width, 25,000 miles in height. And we're crossing this fucked up one, which have us basically inside it as well as inside our own dimension. Okay? You get what I'm trying to say? So we haven't crossed over to past them bitches coming across us like an intersection. We're still crossing that dimension to continue on. If you got me? Absolutely. We haven't crossed over fully, right? So now we're trapped or stuck with their dimension and our dimension, and this is where the clashing comes in at. The clashing means of those people in this fictitious ass bullshit that is led to believe a whole bunch of garbage, right? And being missed, but we're still in this same, we're still in it with them, but we are not affected by what's happening with this parallel. I ain't gonna say parallel. I don't think it's parallel. Because parallel means what? Beside each other, right?
Right, running.
We're not beside. Right. No, this is a cross. This is where we actually cross, what they call it? Come across them motherfuckers. So it is crossing us or like an intersection that is happening. Like an intersecting. Yeah, intersection.
So like perpendicular.
Right, perpendicular, because it's not parallel. The only thing that makes what they're trying to say make it parallel is because it's similar. So we think we are in the same dimension that these motherfuckers is in, if I can use the word dimension, and we're not. We're just right there and haven't crossed past them bitches yet, which is where the chaos and confusion come from. And their dimension, in this fictitious one, right? They believe they have a president called Biden. We know that that's not fucking true. Some of us, you know what I'm saying? And we have met some along this intersection with a whole nother different fucking history, a whole nother different information that is given to them. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole bunch of goddamn different, it's just wild, like different mentality, different all types of shit. Like, when I mean mentality, I don't mean just religion and none of that shit. It's a different construct. Thank you, Tony. A different fucking construct. And we're like, what the fuck are y'all watching? You know, but that's who they are. Now, here's the wildest shit ever. Right? Right? Because I said this, and then next thing I know, it ended up on X-Files. Goddamn 2018. I said it before X-Files. Just want to put that on there when they did the whole Mandela effect. And that's what caused the Mandela effect. That's what caused it. And because we are meshed now at that intersection, we're meshed together. But we got to keep going. You know, somehow we do got to keep going, but we're meshed in this. They're meshed in our dimension, and we're meshed into theirs. And we don't know how long it's gonna take until we continue to what Jay wants to say. Till we able to cross over, get to that, you know, get past this shit where we all stuck at on top of each other, whether dimensions connects by way of the intersection. So we don't know how long this shit gonna take, because we know some of us know for a fact that the nigga died, and I'm gonna say it, in 1980. There's another intersection. So you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And others know it as Mandela died in 90s. And then these motherfuckers, majority of these motherfuckers in this other parallel bullshit, in their world, he so-called died in 2013. There is no way that they can shit on this shit and only to come up with something called a Mandela effect. But come to find out, it happened before a Mandela ever goddamn existed. Go look it up. It happened way before, like when television, when there was no TV, it happened. Before the black and white television came out, it happened then. You know what I'm saying? It was called after somebody else effect. See what I'm saying? So that's why this shit is wild. We are at a fucking intersection waiting for the green light so we can continue to go on. But we're right here in this wacko motherfucking overlapping dimensions right now, and overlapping this irreality that these fuckers are in with our reality that we're in. And of course, they're looking at us like we're in an irreality and they in the real reality. Something wrong with us, and we say something wrong with them motherfuckers. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That's clarity.
It's wild. It's wild. This shit is wild. Because it don't make sense. It do not make fucking sense. I've never seen no shit like this before. It don't make sense. That's the only way. You know, if shit don't make sense, something is off. Something happened. There's a shift that happened. And remember I said, when it happened is when the north and the north and the south pole flipped is when it happened. Because CERN been fucking with a lot of shit. And when that north and south pole flipped, north is now the south pole, south is now the north pole. That's when shit started, you know, that when shit was like, what the fuck is this? Something happened, and it's a film or a wall or a curtain, and that shit been removed. It been removed, this film and curtain or the blinders or whatever the fuck you want to call it has been removed. Well, you might as well call it an antiverse now. Newbie, you might as well call it an antiverse.
No, not
because,
just might as well call it. It is the antiverse, Don. Everything's flipped over. Like, who would even go for half of the shit that people are settling for right now? Who would go for it?
Only those that was in that verse that was naturally simulated in that has already been, I hate to use this word, but already been mind fucked to believe everything that is given to them or shown to them. That's who will fall for it. We're not falling for it because we're crossing over. While, you know what I'm saying? We're stuck in the intersection with these motherfuckers that have no clue what is going on in their world. The only reason why we know what's going on in their world is because we are not in their world. Same way, the only reason why I would know what's going on in your house is because I'm not in your home. The people in it don't have no clue what's happening in their home. But an outsider would know exactly what's going on in their home than an insider would. You get it? That's true. I just want to tell y'all that, whether you know or not. You know what I'm saying? For real. Absolutely. A motherfucker outside will know what the fuck is going on. But the people inside have no clue what is happening.
Adverse of being subjective as opposed to objective. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. They did something. Something happened. Something happened, man. Something happened. You know what I'm saying? This shit wild. And it could be this. I'm going to throw this shit at y'all just for the hell of it, since we goddamn throwing shit out there. Could it be that in their world, Even though I know now that it happened in 2020, right? And if y'all want to believe it happened in 2020, it happened in 2020. Now, could it be in their world, it was a slap to alter what actually happened to this nigga? Yet, the same outcome did take place. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Play that back, Don. Play that back.
Okay. All right. So, in our world, right, even though the same outcome happened to this nigga, but in their world, it was a slap, but yet the same outcome happened.
Wow.
Like, in my world, the nigga did die in 1980. In their world, the nigga died in 2013, but the still outcome took place, the death of Mandela. You got it?
Okay.
So because you see what I'm saying? So maybe
Absolutely.
In their world, the slap happened, but yet the outcome was still the same. You will never see that motherfucker again. The same end result, absolutely. They just flipped it a little bit, switched it, because in their world, things are happening different from our world. And in their world, time is slower. It's slower. And as a matter of fact, man, I wish I could find this nigga. Boy, I wish I could find Dr. York where this nigga say, we are actually, and I'm wrong for this, don't quote me. He said that we are damn near, they're missing, I think he said, y'all are missing 1,000 years.
Yeah, I remember that, Don.
In this dimension, you are missing 1,000 years. So in actuality, if you add the 1,000 years, if he used the word 1,000, I can't remember now, we will actually be in 3022. Because they keep fucking with the dimensions and the timing belt on the planet Earth, as well as the time in different dimensions. You know what I'm saying? Shit, wow. Damn, my nose on fire. You get what I'm trying to say, baby?
Oh, no, I heard that one. Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah, that's why sometimes it's kind of wild. Do y'all ever go back in your past? Do y'all ever use a time machine and time travel?
All day, every day.
And does some of it feels like as if it never existed? As if it could have been you might have imagined it?
Yup.
Yeah, like this shit is getting like, I'm like, but I know I didn't imagine this shit. I know it, but it feels like it was imagined.
I swore it happened. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and it feel like, and it be like one of your most profound moments in life. Did you imagine that shit, or was it fucking real? Well, let me tell you why you and I have been having this shit. Because that happened in another fucking dimension. It did not happen in the one that you're actually in now. That's why. We have memories of the fucking dimension that it did happen in, and we think as if it never happened, or did we make this shit up? Or we are, you know what I'm saying? Because we're carrying all these different sum totals of experience with us in this fake ass Sims of that which may have been real, but we can't confirm it no more, but we have memory of it. This shit is wild. So we don't know if we made it up, imagine it, and kept the imagination of the memory alive, or did it actually happen? That's why we're not sure whether is it fucking real or is it fake? Did we make this shit up or not? You know what I'm saying? Did we really experience this shit? No matter what it is. Is it true? Or did we take basically DNA, which is information of it, and also brought it into this goddamn bullshit here. Did it happen here? That's what I'm trying to say. Did it happen in this lifetime you're in now? And the answer you have to say is, I don't fucking know. And the reason why you don't know, and the reason why I don't know, because we live many lifetimes simultaneously. So it's wild. We don't know which lifeline it is. We don't know which it is. And everything. Now, here's where the parallel comes in at. The parallel is that it resembles the original or copies of it. The clone verse, the clone life, like copies of this that we think we're on, but it could just be a copy, a duplicate, a dub, or a clone. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck I'm trying to explain here, which is why we're not clear whether we imagine it happened or if it did happen, it had to been a clone of another dimension. Meaning not a clone of you, meaning the parallel world that's parallel. Some old shit. What up, Edward? I'm just trying to, because I'm trying to figure out, did this shit really fucking happen, man? Like, some of the most incredible experiences that I had, and I'm thinking, am I making this shit? Is it all made up? Is it imagined or is it fucking real?
It's confusing.
Like that nigga say, if it's a dream, please don't wake me up. But that dream doesn't exist no more. So I don't know if I dreamt it. You don't know if you dreamt it and brought it to the so-called reality realm that you in now as if you lived it, or was it, what the fuck is this shit? This shit is wild. It's fucking wild, and I don't think many motherfuckers understand that shit. Shit is wild.
Who can refute what you're saying, though, Don? Something had to have happened.
Because we have some type of experience that we're not sure if we had it or dreamt it, imagined it. But we can say what happened, but we don't know if it really happened. You can share with me. You can share it with me. I can share it with you. But I still question, did that really happen? Is it real? But the parallel, meaning that everything that you did experience, you don't know if you experienced it here, this here, or was it where? Somewhere else here. Because where here is where. You understand what I mean? W-A-E-R-E. Here is where.
Where?
Or was it there? T-H-E-R-E. Is it here? Here is there. And where is here? Here is where and there is here. Here is still there. Where? Here. Oh, shit. Spell where? Here. Spell there. Here. So where is there? Here? Which here? Was here there? Oh, where is here? Oh, shit. It's a simulation within a simulation that's in a simulation that's in a simulation. Well, shit. Oh, man, I think the mission is this game, all confusing, full of lines that's going somewhere, which is here, is to figure out the real here. You know what I'm saying? The real world, kind of, sort of. Where is it? The real world. Oh, remember I told y'all that the birds weren't real? I said, man, they didn't put the this a while ago. I said, man, they forgot to put the batteries, change the batteries in the birds. Remember I told y'all that? And that's why y'all kept seeing birds dropping down and shit. I said, because they forgot to change the battery in the fucking birds. Just like Taekwondo, you were with me that night on the Holy Tablets when the goddamn moon fell to the ground. I said they forgot to pull the goddamn string up. And I actually saw the string connected to what you call the moon. Well, when the pandemic hit, right around that time, birds hit the ground. Y'all want to say 5G if you like. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. However, I said they didn't change the motherfucking batteries on the birds. Something is going on here. They didn't change the battery on the birds. Interesting enough. Boys and girls. First, before I show you this shit, okay, this is all mechanics, okay? Nothing is fucking real on this bitch, okay? And no matter what dimension you in, this shit is fake as fuck, okay? Now, okay, you know what? J1 said, birds don't even sound real to me no more. Okay, now, first, let me say this. Number one, you know that they got a whole bunch of mechanics walking around this bitch, right? Please tell me you know that. Mechanical. You know that. Even drones are mechanical, right? Yeah. Okay, but drones have always been here, okay? Always been, no matter what. Even if they say they came out with that shit yesterday, that shit been here, okay? You just didn't know it. So because now humans have access to actually purchase a drone, yes or no? So that makes them look like they just came here. Same way the microwave oven, which microwave, they always had the microwave oven until they gave it to humans, and humans figured, oh, this is the first microwave. It came out in 1980 or some old shit like that. But the microwave oven, it was always here. The television was always here. Computers have always been here. Back to drones have always been here. The humans only have a historical date and time when they get it. Okay, when it's actually given to them. Same way you have a date and time when you actually got your birthday cake. You know the day and the time, but the cake was always there before you got it. Got it? The cake now. Y'all know that cake already was there before you got it, whenever your birthday and time was. They, boom, presented it to you. So, now, back to drones, mechanical, right? So now I ask the question, y'all already know that they have fake-ass mosquitoes, drone mosquitoes. Yes or no? Tell me you know that.
Yes.
Okay, they're drones. You also know that they have drone bees, fake-ass drone bees, fake flying cockroaches, drones, fake fly in your house listening into your business. Fake ass shit like that. They are not fucking real. They have a chip in them. They are mechanical like a motherfucker. You got it? Everything is, this is a mechanical fucking world. Because like I said, man, I saw the fucking string goddamn drop down. It's a black string that was connected to the fucking moon, man. The moon damn near was on the ground. And a little bit later, by the time the goddamn Holy Tablet Show went into goddamn overtime, they started pulling the moon back up because somebody forgot to tend to the fucking moon and keep the goddamn string got loose. And then there was one time I told y'all that they put a new light bulb in the fucking sun because this is a different light. So they put a new light bulb in the goddamn sun. Now back to the fucking birds. I talked about it a long time ago that the birds wasn't fucking real, that they were mechanical. Well, interesting enough, some more shit is now popping up to remind me that none of this shit is fucking real. And let me find it. There it is right there. Can you see it? Nope. I need to open up. Y'all refresh. All right. There it goes. Your government has got a whole bunch of mechanical drones walking around this bitch. If y'all can refresh YouTube, somebody type in the YouTube that's on the line, listen, and tell YouTube to refresh. Right? That's why Big Brother is watching and listening, right? If you refresh. Oh, you see it? Then I need to fucking refresh. Like, what up, Barbara? Good to see you, babe. No, refresh. Oh, okay, I refreshed. Okay, so you don't know what the fuck it is. You don't know what the fuck is actually outside. Now, we know they got mechanical mosquitoes, right, that carries a fucking needle and bring everything back to the lab. These are drones. Can you see it? Can you see it? Right. So come on, and I'm telling y'all that damn sun is mechanical. I've been knew it. I've been fucking knew it because I saw them change the damn light on the motherfucker. Because I say this ain't the same light. Goddamn. It was one day, about 3 years ago, and Doc with his goddamn uninformative ass, ain't no class on that, you can't say no shit like that. Give a fuck. I know the goddamn difference. It had a fucking different bulb in the goddamn what you call the fucking sun. It was a different bulb. It was a different light that day. I will never forget that shit. I said, what the fuck? They put a new goddamn light bulb in this bitch because this ain't the same fucking light that was shining. But eventually you get used to light, right? But you know the light is different once it's been changed. You understand? You get it? You know the light is different once it's been changed. Now.
It's brighter, of course.
Not brighter, motherfucker. It could just be, you could just know it's different. It's like it's a different light. You know what I'm saying? I think they're using light bulbs, if you ask me. And I know that everything is inside this fucking planet. It's not outside this motherfucker. All this shit is fictitious. That's why you have to ask the question, is water wet? You have to ask yourself. Or are we already in a virtual reality without the fucking goggles on? Because if we put on virtual reality, and in this virtual reality, if you go swimming in virtual reality, you will feel wet because your brain is led to believe that it's in water, motherfucker. So that's what I'm asking: is water really wet?
I guess we don't know, Don.
Exactly, because it's a trick of the fucking brain. It's a trick. It's the trick of the fucking brain. Our brain is a computer. It's made to believe and see and go through whatever the fuck it wants to go through once certain things are exposed to the neurons. And it creates its own images. It can create heat and make you hot. If it, you know what I'm saying? So anybody play with them virtual reality glasses like Oculus, if you know what I'm saying, you will feel heat in that shit. And you will believe it's the sun. But nigga, ain't no sun in no virtual reality, or is it? So with those that experience virtual reality, we're inside of a virtual reality without the goddamn glasses. Same way everything is reversed, right? Or opposites of. In other words, when we're looking at something, what Dr. York say? If you look at the guy's head in front of you, it's magical because he was in class saying it, you're actually not looking at the guy's head in front of you. It's upside down. Upside down, right? Something is going on here. When light bounces off an object, and then it hits your eyes, see, shit is wrong. It gives off what? The lesser color? So is an apple really red? The answer is fuck no. Apples ain't goddamn red, blue, or goddamn green. This is a fucking illusion. Virtual optical illusion. Optical illusion. What's another word for optical illusion? Virtual reality. Motherfucker. Look at this goddamn bird. Now, ironically, Florida, it's against the law to touch a bird, to heal a bird, to kill a bird. But I guarantee if you take one of these goddamn Florida fucking birds, bust their ass all fucking open, you may just find the microphone, the wireless antenna, the camera, the speaker, the CPU, the battery, the inductive charging coil. What you think? We're in major cities, regardless, right? So where are the real birds? Where are the real bees? Maybe there never was any. Where's the real sun? Maybe never was one. They had surrogates and humanoids walking before you and I got here. Y'all know what humanoids are, right? Motherfucker, they look real. So what they're doing is, this shit is on repeat and rewind. So what they're doing is bringing out something that you think just now got here, but it's always been here. Bringing out, like, I posted something that they're using robots to reproduce. Not just reproduce, but to also carry embryos, newbie. To carry embryos. You understand? Literally pregnant robots carrying embryos. That's nothing new. It's just new to them people in this little thingamajiggy. But they've always had robots, celebrity robots, normal working robots, call your employee, your co-workers, whatever the fuck. It's always been here. That's the wild shit about it. They just slowly, because I think that Mandela effect is real than a motherfucker, but they slowly is bringing into this androids. What up, Mr. Somebody? Always had androids. And whatever this little slow-ass fucking world that we've crossed intersection with, J1, androids is new to them. Android is new to them. All this shit is new to them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's all new to them motherfuckers. This shit wild, right? That shit all new to them. Like, and look, this shit here. My nigga, here's a video of a moving moon. Bingy D. Y'all want to see the video? It's important that you bring your tools. I make it bigger. It's just 6 seconds. I fucked that. Hold up. This is. See what Bingy got for us. This is a video from inside looking out the window because it was the best spot to capture this at the time. In the video, I referred to it as the moon, but yes, it could also be the sun. In some parts, the camera is shaky, but anyway, enjoy. I will leave it at that and invite you now to watch it for yourself without any suggestions implanted in your mind beforehand. Okay. Any suggestions implanted in your mind beforehand. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Remember movies used to come on like that? 2, 1. It's probably hypnotizing like a motherfucker watching that shit. There we go. What is it?
All right, so I believe this is the moon, and you see it moving, or I can see it moving back and forth, like it's being held by a string kind of and just swaying in the wind. I mean, clearly, like the trees I can see moving too.
Y'all got to really see the string for yourself. I saw that shit. I literally saw the fucking string, okay? And motherfucker, I'll never forget that damn Holy Tablet show when that shit happened. Motherfucker just laughing. Then that was just laughing. It was going through and somebody else's mic was open. I was doing the Holy Tablet show at the house about 7-8 years ago. And motherfucker was laughing. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm looking at the string. This motherfucker, they done dropped the goddamn moon. It's connected to a string around this bitch.
But look at this. Like, you can see this moving. I'm shooting this through a window too. It's a pretty color, whatever it is. But it's moving. I mean, you know, there's no camera tricks. This is, you know, let's see, this is through a window. I mean, this is my hand. Well, this is zoom in, whatever. But, and let me get, where is it? Okay. And it's moving. Okay. It is moving. Very, very interesting. You can see it moving, right? Whoever watches this, tell me that you don't see it moving. And if you do, I call bullshit, because it's clearly fucking moving. All right. So I just wanted to get this, and yeah, peace out.
Thank you, Bengi G, for that. I wonder what made you get that shit. That nigga saw the string too. I'm telling you, that fucking look. And when they dropped that motherfucker down, that shit was touching the damn near the grass. Okay, it was about to hit the fucking grass, and that's when I saw the black fucking string, and I said, these motherfuckers done probably fell asleep and forgot that they supposed to keep that goddamn string, pull that string up. That motherfucker moved. Then I watched it. I swear, it's on archive. It's on tape on WGAG Radio. I said, motherfucker, they pulling the goddamn moon up. They pulling the goddamn moon up. This might have been like 15, 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later into the Holy, after I said it on the Holy Tablet show. And then that thing I know, I saw them pulling the string, moving the goddamn, the moon goddamn going back up where the fuck it belong and shit. Goddamn it. You remember that? Barbara, was you on the Tablet show that day? Man, that shit was wild as fuck. I said, man, ain't none of this shit real. God damn it, what the fuck is this shit? This shit here fake as fuck. Y'all be believing that shit. Fake as fuck. Now y'all got some fake ass Ben, got some fake ass goddamn birds, but I said them motherfuckers didn't goddamn change the battery on them goddamn birds. And then I remember seeing, if y'all pull up some more shit about the birds, let me know. If you pull up mechanical birds or some fake goddamn birds flying around this bitch, they got videos on this shit after I said them birds was fake as fuck. Ain't none of this shit real. It's all mechanic. Eventually, motherfuckers gonna get this shit. Eventually, I hope people will understand that none of this shit is real. None of it. None of it. All mechanics. All robotics. All of it. Even the brain that you believe is yours. All this shit. And of course, humans and robots been fucking and giving birth. Yes or no? And it's not by chance the majority of those who knew called fucking humans robots. Did they not? I've heard from time to time somebody call in on the show or type in the show and call them fucking robots. Them ain't number fucking robots. These humans ain't number fucking robots. Exactly. 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 And I think that they gave them Brian. I don't think it's that many humans on this fucking planet, to be real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's that many humans on this goddamn planet. Like they say 7 billion. You lying. You fucking ain't that many goddamn real humans, whatever the fuck humans are, whatever the fuck that is. I don't think it's that many on this fucking planet. I think they all are robots. And some of the humans, God damn it, God damn it. God damn it. Getting the OS updates. Yes, Brian, I was just about to say that shit. Thank you, baby. Especially if they getting chipped and jabbed, getting the OS updates. Exactly. Come on now. Come on now. Literally calling in an OS update. But, of course, they don't. A robot wouldn't. What you about to do? Got to get an OS update. But they not finna say that shit. But where I was going with this shit before I get up out of here, Brian, I saw something, and I'm going to find it. And I think it was on Instagram. People send me shit. Like, it'd be a lot of good shit on Instagram. And I think it was on Instagram where it was a confession. A confession that they said that the I don't even want to make it up, try to figure it out. They said it was a confession, a slip up, but it still was a confession. God damn it. I can't get it out. I gotta find it. I gotta look for it. And I probably start looking for it on IG first. But they said, shit. Fuck. I keep hearing words, but y'all gonna say duh, Don. I know it, so that's why I keep taking the word, ignoring the words that's supposed to come out my fucking mouth. Because y'all gonna be like, duh, Don. And I'm saying duh back to my head because I don't think that's what it was, but shit, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. Fuck. Okay, all right. Maybe it's just gonna sound familiar to some of y'all if I start here, right? That the virus is a computer program. Sound familiar? It's a computer program. The virus is a computer program. Sound familiar? Okay. All right, then maybe you or somebody here found something more recent after us knowing that shit. But then they said something else. It was an admission that I'm short-circuiting. I'm a fucking robot. That 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I'm trying to figure this shit out. I can't get it out. Then I saw something recently. It was an admission that that every time I get to that part, that girl, that it was an admission that I can't get it out. Ah! Fuck. Shit. I gotta find it. I'm gonna find it. Okay? I just can't get after that. It was something. Oh, wait. No, didn't come out. I thought it was coming. Never mind. Man of the Hour's up next. I'm gonna figure it out. Maybe Biggie D and Brian and Zena could go digging. But it's a recent omission or recent enough that I saw it, but yeah, they might have said it 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know. I can't remember. But fuck. Never mind. Fuck it. It's hard. It's hard to get it out. Y'all have an awarding day. Man of the Hour is up next. I gotta work. I gotta work harder. All right, love y'all. Y'all have an awarding day. Don Nicoleone is signing out, man. Man of the Hour is up next. I'm signing out. Peace.